96 IOP carat I Earthworm I World's Next Great Hero. I*WZ, plus tons of hot summer hits. Shining Force, The Sword of Hidayah Jungle Book / Digital Heroes, Super Street Fighter II / Game Gear, ampersand more. Taz is back. On Genesis ampersand Game Gear June/July 1994 US S3.95, Canada S5.25 10086018103J. Lock and new HOR all video, ULL screen, only on EGACD, 2FF SHL1H. M HYDURMAGAZ IRFL E greater than 2J BB. Forget cute little computer animation. Tomcat Alley is the real deal, hotshot with balls to the wall live action. It's full screen, full on aerial action type you've never experienced. Tomcat Alley features 7 different combat missions, against air and ground targets, and you don't just see the action from under the canopy, you also get a bird's eye view, outside the plane. In fact, Sega True Video technology takes you as close to the edge as you can get without packing your own chute and wearing one of those helmets with the goofy nicknames on it. Once you've been to Tomcat Alley and back, no little simulator game will do. So bail out on the rest and lock onto the real jet fighter action of Tomcat Alley. Only on Sega CD/P/PZYP/AH. Say what? Overheard at Sega Girls Take Over Sega for a Day. Sega teams up with Acclaim to create a new generation of 32-bit games. Eternal Champions comes to your favorite 7-Eleven, and Hollywood comes to your Genesis and vice versa. Sega. Readers demand more educational games, cleaner fighting games, more RPGs, and the Sega Channel. Plus a glimpse at the weirdest letters of the month and hot envelope art. Stop just watching TV. The Sega Channel is here. 24-hour gaming is coming over your cable lines. Get the scoop on TV's first all-video game channel. Gunstar Heroes for Genesis 18, Hardcore Run and Gunners Rejoice. More inside moves for this sensational shooter. Earthworm Jim is going to slime the whole world. 20 He may turn into the most popular hero on the planet. Meet Jim, his cast of crazed cohorts, and the equally deranged crew that's bringing him to life. Welcome to the next letter 24. A whole crop of new TV game show titles lets you prove just how smart you are. Sylvester ampersand Tweaky and KDK Purse for Genesis 30 Thufferin, Thupka Chath. This outstanding new title from Time Warner Interactive brings the ever-feuding duo to the next level. IMIL II-111, if S roundup time, on the Avram Ranch, and the usual posse of punslingers, is back to rope 'em, rate 'em, and rustle up a meso, hot hints and tips. Yeehaw! Sega CD Sneak Peek Space Ace 36 Sega CD Jurassic Park 38 Tomcat Alley 40 Links The Challenge of Golf 42V 44 Genesis Sneak Peeks Shining Force II 48 as in Escape from Mars 50 Bubsy 252 Super Street Fighter II 54 Genesis Shadowrun 56 Sonic 3 58 Star Trek The Next Generation 60 Streets of Rage III 62 World Heroes 64 Disney's The Jungle Book 68 in Head 72 Game Gear *0 asterisk 76 Sonic Spinball 84 F The Incredible Hulk 86 Sega Wilsons asterisk Pahishtui MONLHLY 10RS 210.00 Perry Sega of Inersu Inc. 130 Schweline Orivs Radwooded City, CA 94065. Sega Visions is created, aid produced by Inlotalmla World, Inc. 951 Mariners Islam right bracket Burwell Beard. STT 700. San Mateo, CA 94404. Copyright 1994 by Seagull America, Inc. All fights reserved. Rekunfari and Wutmul, or part without written permission, Fit B Publishers is prohibited. All submissions including but not limited to artwork, tent, photographs and videotapes become sole property NTT Kane Fers Arid, may be used, reproduced or published as bitrajut flahem appropriato. Submissions cannot be rahimed. Sender should return a copy. Sega Visions is printed in Thayu.s, Ili Karat 10H off Seagull America. Inc. Rights reserved. Products TTR services described in Sega Visions, 8 subject loclangs without notice. Sega Visions and Inftijournal World, Inc. assume no responsibility or damages due to omissions, comments, or opinions. July 1994. Get the inside scoop and a few hot hints on the latest Sega games. Sega CD Power Monger, 90 Revengers of Vengeance, 90 Wing Commander, 91 Genesis Risk, 91 Dunai I. The Battle for Arrakis, 91 King of the Monsters 2, 91 Mario Andretti Racing, 92 Normies Beach Baborama, 92 Outrunners, 92 Championship World Cup Soccer, 92 Game Gear Battleship, 94 Choplifter, 94 Pack Attack, 94 Spider Monomen, 94 TOW WM, Iokotor Raise T, Hump the Lowdown, on the Genesis 32X96. The revolutionary new Genesis 32X turns your Genesis and Sega CD into a 32-bit game monster. Take a look at some of the hot new 32-bit titles coming this fall. Get activated. Contest winners 98 WMMKMNMMMMMM Sports Playbook just in time for the World Cup playoffs. A new slate of soccer titles comes to Genesis and Game Gear. Plus get the latest on a new lineup of Sega Sports Combos hardware and software for the most dedicated sports gamers. ESPN Baseball Tonight for Genesis 102 Formula 1 World Championship, for Sega CD 104 World Cup Soccer, for Genesis 106 Double Dribble, for Genesis 108 World Cup USA, for Genesis and Game Gear 110. VizKids, new games for younger gamers, including a sneak peek at the Genesis and Game Gear adventures of everybody's favorite bear family. The Berenstain Bears Camping Adventure, for Genesis and Game Gear 114 Rainbow Islands, for Genesis 116 My Paint, for Sega CD 117 The Animals, for Sega CD 128 Dinosaur's Tale, for Genesis 122 Sega Visionaries 124 More codes, more cheats, more tips, and more Sonic sightings. Power Shopping 126 Fetchheim Hijits, and here's Hold to Win. Play Subterranea on the hardest difficulty. Luel to defeat the last boss. Take a picture of the special victory screen. For send in picture and entry form, postmarked between 4194 and 71594 to DM, NY10016 New York, in attend the New York Rural Mega Tour. A full day. Ganza, at the Jacob Jouts Center, Dales Friday, Sunday, September 9 to 11, while in town. Get hip tour of Rural headquarters. Visit the bullpen, and meet some of your favorite Rural creators. Talk out a superhero, with an armload of cool, collectible Rural merchandise. The brand new seg includes airfare, and accommodations for two. Left bracket dinner and guardian. TDDI 7FIFLW carat KENRI in Los Angeles to attend the Los Angeles Rural Mega Tour. A full day RNIZL comic extravaganza at the Los Angeles Hilton Ampersand Towers. Dates Friday, Sunday. Rug 26 to 28 while in town. Get a dip tour of Rural Films headquarters. Get a sneak peek at the new Spider-Man, Iron Man and Fantastic Four animated shorts coming in fall 1994 and meet some of the creators. Also lots of goo, collectible rule merchandise, includes airfare and accommodations for two. Uliner and Guardian. PM% Fluffy Obturbflna Contest Entrif, Form 1/V. Doomrule Entertainment 387 Park New South 1 ***/F New York 1 Enyon BFLT 6 3-second prizes. Genesis CDK System CDH carrying case. Gunstar Heroes Ranger H Lightning Force Subterranea T-shirt 5B third prizes. Limited edition comic book Ashkins 188 fourth prizes. Option of either a Subterranea hat or T-shirt name address 1city.sane 8/zip1 phone. Umern at Sigu Sigu invites girls into the world of video game production. Here's the premise for a new game. Jane the hero makes her home in the jungle, where she protects wild animals from extinction. Each level finds Jane battling poachers who would harm her endangered friends. With the help of a magic necklace, she dispatches these heartless hunters in a non-violent but no less effective manner. Sound good? Sega President Tom Kalinske thought so when he selected Woman of the Jungle as the best new game idea to come from a brainstorming session held with more than 50 school-age girls as part of the second annual Take Our Daughters to Work Day program held at Sega's headquarters in Cali, California on Thursday, April 28. Women at Warren Take Our Daughters to Work Day was created by the Ms. Foundation last year to help bolster the confidence and self-esteem of girls across America. By exposing these girls to work environments early on in life, the foundation hopes to make them aware of the professional possibilities for women in business. Sonic Markelm C-Rate B, MZM, as the West Coast lead sponsor of the national event, Sega invited its employees to bring their daughters, relatives, and friends to work with them. Sega also invited 50 Girl Scouts from communities throughout the San Francisco Bay Area. Each of these Girl Scouts was befriended by a mentor from Sega, who stayed with her throughout the day, showing her the ropes in the video game business. The day included a tour of Sega Studios, where girls met with artists, designers, programmers, and musicians. They were also treated to a mock employee orientation, an overview of Sega's organization, and a special picnic lunch. The highlight was a brainstorming session, in which the participants designed game ideas and marketing strategies. Founding Growth. The event was organized by the Sega Foundation, and reflects Sega's ongoing commitment to expanding girls' access to and interest in interactive technology. Technology is not gender-specific, said Tom Kalinske. Contrary to popular belief, girls are very interested in technology. And as an entrance into technology, video games are the path of least resistance. They are a fun way to interact with computers. The Sega Foundation was the premier sponsor of the event through a grant to the Hollywood Policy Center, a group dedicated to promoting women's rights in the entertainment community. Sega Uajans Jui/Juvig Pusher Chris Garski-Diller LN Cluyet Kurtbush Managing Editor Lon Sauer Assistant Managing Editor Debbie Gravitz Associate Editor Rick Ramo Directorial Creative Services Francis Mao Design Michael Cavish Production Manager Patricia Ferguson Assistant Production Manager Shelley Reimer Production Coordinator Michelle Buggy Directorial Manufacturing Fran Fox Editorial Assistant Kit Verselli Produgal Editors Siv Akrick, Charles Alt Cruz, Ami Blair, Larry Buchanan, Christine Chambers, Jane Cheney, Haven TIMDIILIT, Clint Dux Ken Fung, Chrissy Iwick Casey, Irmi, Keki, Nilwan Avmev, Ivor L.Oib Sarah Mason, Doug Robert, Lovst Miver, Toonie Smith, France Tantiado, Michelle Villa, Jaime Wojcik Game Reviewers Gary Barth, Bill Beach, Tom Byrne, Jim Cooper, Kirby Fong, Sivsi Udale. Todd Gray, Jeff Gregg, Tony Lynch, Brian Paw. Joe Steff. And Mamoneer, Christina Watson, Chris Bankston, Jim Bruno, Sandy Costagnola, Janine Cook, Ian Crouch, Isa Gerzasik, Jim Heather, Ruperto Injong, John Manahan, Willie /Lanuso, Jetty Marcota, Erwin Meeks. Carlin C. /Ichmoe Caroline Morton, Don Nolan, David IV /MS, in. /less than D. Pulido, Debrobin Scott Road, Chris Smith, Curtis Soldano, Mike Tyao. Rhonda Van, Masaharu Voshi, John Sealing, Chloe National Accounts Manager, Jim Shepard, Sales Associate, Killa Preston, 951 Mariners Island Boulevard, San Mateo, CA 94404 Tel. 415-286-2530 Fax, left bracket 415-349-8532 Eastern S Midwest United States, Regional Manager Russ H. Hofer Sales Associate Sherry Helberg, 1 Northfield Plaza, Suite 230 Northfield, IL 60093 Tel 708-441-0791, Fax, 70S 441 to 07% Western United States. Regional Manager Vinbani Sales Saso de Tiffany Wallace, 951 Mariners Island Kilk Verde, San Mateo, CA 94404 Tel 415-286-2514, Fax 415-349-8532 List Rentals, Holly Klingel, Circulation der each year, 415-286-2506 Reprints. Cindy Penrose, Marketing Associate, 415-286-2553 Play Tips and Codes 1-415-591-7529 Play, 1-1 Everywhere IROBLEMS, /troubleshooting 1-800 Segu Age, Apriep.nsqt Rest INS. I plot Iakenskonomi. Eternal Champions slug it out on Slurpee Cups new promo, will glue you collectible cups, secret lips, and cash rebates. Your favorite characters from Eternal Champions will show up on Slurpee Cups this summer, and checking them out will pay off in more ways than one. Thanks to a special promotion between Sega, Coca-Cola, and 7-Eleven stores, Max, Jonathan Blade, and Larson Tyler will be featured on millions of special Slurpee cups. Each cup will also feature an Eternal Champions activator tip and a special tattoo of Trident/Orc Severe. Best of all, these cups can earn you a cold, hard cash rebate on the ultimate summer fighting game experience. When you buy 4 special Eternal Champions, Slurpee cups and either Eternal Champions, or an activator, you can get a 55 rebate. See details, in-store rebate requests, just be postmarked BV August 15, 1994. The special promotion will run from July 1st through 31 in 5,900 7-Eleven stores coast to coast and will be featured on MTV. So grab yourself a Slurpee and get ready for a long, hot, hard-eating summer. HLGM and Sega America join forces. Create interactive media titles, movies, and television programs. Hollywood and the high-tech corridors of Silicon Valley, it getting closer and closer to each other each day. Sega of America and Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer MGM have agreed to jointly create a lineup of interactive media titles, television programs, and motion pictures. The two entertainment giants will collaborate in the development, production, and marketing of new media products. Products resulting from the deal will be released under both the MGM and Sega names. Although products to be developed will be new and original concepts, Sega and MGM may also develop interactive games based on upcoming 1995 and 1996 movie releases from both MGM Pictures and the United Artists Pic. Tours units of MGM. In the first year of the agreement, the two companies plan to develop at least 2 interactive CD-ROM titles for release. Executives from MGM Pictures, United Artists Pictures, and Sega are already collaborating on new game concepts for the Sega CD platform. MGM is involved in worldwide production and distribution of motion pictures and television programs through MGM Pictures, United Artists Pictures, MGM Worldwide Television, MGM/UA Distribution, and MCM/UA Home Entertainment, among others. Sega selects Acclaim as first company to use Titan technology. Sega tagged Acclaim, the powerhouse third party that brought UA Tonal Combat and NBA Jam on Genesis, as the first a software developer to use Sega's proprietary Titan technology to create games for Sega's high-end hardware systems. Look for new Acclaim releases on Coin-Op Arcade, Genesis 32X, and a yet-to-be-introduced hardware platform, codenamed Saturn. More about that in future issues of Sega Visions. Titan is a codename for Sega's new high-performance arcade video game system hardware. Titan incorporates three of Hitachi's most advanced 32-bit RISC chips, resulting in advanced 3D computer graphics and ultra-realistic audio. The really big news is that the technology in Titan makes it possible for arcade game programmers to easily transfer a title to other home hardware platforms that use Hitachi's SH series of RISC chips. The first release, published under the agreement, will be based on the soon-to-be-released major motion picture Batman Forever, the third title in the blockbuster Batman series. Acclaim, the company that brought you Mortal Kombat and NBA Jam on the Genesis, is teaming up Willie Seagalo, create a new generation of coin-op arcade and home video games. Under the agreement, Acclaim will develop coin-op arcade titles, utilizing both Sega's Titan hardware system technology and Acclaim's award-winning motion capture technology. Acclaim has been getting a lot of industry recognition for its advanced motion capture technology. The process combines scanning, traditional modeling, and a proprietary optical motion capture process. Dual, a visual demonstration of the company's technology, received a specially created award at Nikograph 93, Japan's largest annual computer graphics and interactive visualization techniques conference. The award recognized Acclaim as breaking ground with this hot new technology. Acclaim is hard at work building a New York-based motion capture facility, which is scheduled to be up and running this summer. Nothing can prepare you me care at I age shame. Word channeling Sega Yo Sega. In your June/July issue I read that a Sega channel was coming to cable fall 93. It's the new year and I haven't heard anything about it. What happened? LC Lorraine, oh can't see the UL for the letters Yo Sega. What does welcome chat next level mean? JS Invergrove Heights, mentally think of it as an eye chart. If you can read it, your Sega Vision is 2020th and you can see the next level. Intelligent interp. How do you subscribe to the Sega channel? BW Bradenton, FL11W Sega OEN Oliasa Revisions, has the scoop. Check out all the info on the world's only 24-hour game channel. TLE. Feature-length look at this gaming breakthrough starts on page 14. Bivon CD Gaming Yo Sega. Hello. My husband and I bought our 4 children a Sega Genesis and CD player. We have been very happy with the system, except for a lack of educational games and the possibility of upgrading the system. Are there any plans to make the Sega system more versatile? Machawan, several educational titles are already coming out for Spacti, including Mapunt and the Animals, both reviewed in the VizKid section of this issue. Other titles under development include multimedia reference libraries and early learning games. As for upgradability, the Sega CD will benefit from the amazing 32-bit power unleashed by the Genesis 32X. Get the details on page 96. Yo Sega. I have owned a Genesis since the system came out here in the States. I got a Sega CD the first Christmas it was out. I have been a loyal fan all these years, and I usually write to you with fan mail, but today the situation is different. I have a complaint that I'm sure you have already heard, and will hear again. All the Genesis and Sega CD owners that I know of feel the same way, that one too. We need more RPGs. You allowed working designs to make Lunar, and let me tell you, from what I've seen it's out slung everything you've got on the market. I went to 7 stores to buy it, and it was completely sold out in 6 of them. I implore you, make and IO more RPGs. DX Columbia, TN1 just finished completing Lunar for the Sega CD, and enjoyed every minute of it. I found the game to be a surprisingly giant advancement from Genesis role-playing games. It was one of the best RPGs I've ever played. However, I was disappointed to see that Sega CD had no other true RPGs out at the time. Could you tell me of any RPGs that will be out for the Sega CD soon? S.F. Hazlet and J.O. Sega. I recently played the role-playing game Shining Force and found it so interesting that I bought it. I love every aspect of the game, from the variety of adventurers to choose from down to the action sequences. This game is the best RPG I've ever played. Please tell me there's a sequel on the way. i.e. Long Island, NY. Take heart, RPG fans. There's a whole crop of great role-playing epics out there, waiting for Sega Genesis and CD gamers to take up the sword and spellbook. Shining Force II is coming to Genesis and Game Gear, and we've got it covered. See page 48. U11 also find a review. O/V, the awesome new CD RPG, from Working Designs page 44. If that's not enough, CD players can also sink their swords into Dark Wizard from Sega, Dungeon Master. Still keep from Yvk, and Eye of the Beholder from FCS. And Sega gamers can even expect a new game in the celebrated Phantasy Star series. This jail sounds line, a good idea, yo Sega. I think that you should start making soundtracks of your /IDEO games. One, no, it's a crazy idea, but whenever my friends and I play, we always say, the sound on this game is really good. We always try to tape the music, but it never works. It's just an idea. T.TL Cherito CA demand for video game music has been on the rise. Stay tuned to these pages for future music releases from your favorite video adventures. In the meantime, check out the ad for a new L game soundtrack CD from Virgin elsewhere in this issue. What price Uasians, Sega? In one of your issues, a person asked how to get a subscription to Sega Visions, and you told them that they had to just send in the cards they get when they buy a new game. My question is, how come on the barcode on the front of the cover it says the date and price? B.L. Colinga CA Sega sends a free 6-month subscription to new customers who register their hardware or software while supplies last, that is. After that, readers have the opportunity in subscribe for the best available price at the time, usually about $15, to see cover price is used when the magazine is sold on newsstands. Readers who want to subscribe to Sega Visions can get the latest price and subscription info by calling 8 to 9310 Canadian readers. Please call 800-363-0090. Lohino Taragood, Clean Fight Sega. I would love to see a clean fighting game, unlike Street Fighter II or Mortal Kombat. I would like to see a game with kicking and punching, secret moves, and all that, but without all the junk that's in all the fighting games today. Instead of killing the poor guy, play until you knock the guy out. Then you could have birds or even stars flying around his head. He could be waving around, and the person who had won could push him over with one finger or blow on him so that he falls over. SV2. Sega plans to introduce several clean, fighting games between now and Christmas. By first is already here in fact. Check out the review of Streets of Rage III on page 62. Side-scrolling Slamfest features all the secret moves and non-stop action you could ask for, without all the unsightly blood and guts. Look for other tides in upcoming issues of Sega Visions. Mean Green and Onvner Machine Sega. I would like to know why there isn't an incredible Hulk/IDEO game. I think he deserves one, like any other superhero. Philadelphia, Pa, you're right. Hulkster now has his own adventure on both Genesis and Game Gear, thanks to the folks at US Gold. Not only that, but you can also win big prizes in F/Sega Vision/Incredible HTDK contest in this issue. High fun starts on page 88. Split personal maniac message of the month. /3bme SJFLLGGML antiges. It'll hit him fast. You've got better only uses, toothonic left and right RE, back your charic, whole body. He example, UK abs. With Eternal Champions, for it your character kicks left and right when you punker punches back. The guy with the /greater than *EJ codes less than # on carat U to $91 VLLM Hanmal L. To West Saint M*I*. Hot new games. So 2 QRs a day. The Sega Channel is the ultimate game experience for Genesis owners. Using a special cable TV adapter that plugs into your Genesis, you can have up to 50 games delivered to your home each month. Play as long as you want, 24 hours a day, for one low monthly charge. Sega teamed up with Time Warner, the world's leading media and entertainment company, and TCI, the world's largest cable company, to bring this gaming extravaganza to life. More games, more tips, more US games, featured on the Sega Channel, will run exactly the same as their cartridge counterparts, complete with codes, peripheral support, and multiplayer capability. In addition to these great games, though, you'll also be able to test drive games before release, and tap into special hint programs, and video game news. Previews of new games and gameplay hints are the most important features for our audience, says Michael Shorrock, Vice President of Programming, and we can deliver them big time. The games and previews offered on the channel will also change constantly, according to Shorrock. 75% of the titles offered will change each month because demand for new games is so high, and because the Genesis library is over 500 titles strong, he says. With more than 250 new games being added each year, we will deliver a steady stream of first-rate, first-run, first-thrill games to Sega fans. Coming Lovar Cable Company, this ran the new all-game channel, is being tested in 12 cities right now, and will roll out nationally late this fall. More than 27 million subscribers will have access to the channel at launch. Call your local cable company to find out how you can sign up. Near NRRJ Gull, 11LI*, the categories please. Games on the Sega Channel will change monthly, but here are the categories you can expect to see. Test drive sneak peeks at the newest, hottest titles before they get to stores. Each preview will be fully playable, though limited to a certain number of levels, or a certain amount of time. Sports arena knockout sports titles, from tennis to football, to wrestling to pool. The arcade Fast and Furious action titles that challenge the most hardcore thumb twitcher. Swords and spells deep, dangerous RPGs that center on character development and magical surroundings. Wings and Wheels, the fastest, most realistic driving and flying sims. The think tank puzzle and strategy games that challenge every level of gamer. The Family Room fun games for the entire family, featuring your favorite characters from movies and television. Classics, some of those outstanding Genesis titles you've been meaning to try. Well, here's your chance. 1. Steel High-N, B. Passwords Lore Parents, program Oilers gameplay control, with the constantly changing lineup of killer games being delivered by the Sega Channel each month. Some parents might worry that younger kids will have access to inappropriate 8 titles. No problem. The Sega Channel features a special password program that lets parents lock out games, requiring the player to enter a special code before gaining access to games rated for older players. On-screen prompts let the parent create an individual code, then select which ratings can be accessed with and without the code. The video game rating console ratings, currently used on Sega titles, will be used on the Sega Channel. Every game offered will carry a rating, even those published before the rating system went into effect. The Sega Channel Programming Guide. Here's a look at the lineup for the first month of the Sega Channel. Remember, the programming changes every month, so expect the latest, greatest, most outrageous games when the channel hits your burg. Test Drives Barkley, Shut Up and Jam, Accolade, Castlevania Bloodlines, Konami, ESPN's Baseball Tonight, Sony, Mickey's Ultimate Challenge, High-Tech Expressions, Pirates of Darkwater, Sunsoft, Prince of Persia, Tenon, Subterranea, Sega, Zool Gamcheck, Sports Arena, Amazing Tennis, Absolute, David Robinson, Supreme Court, Sega, Mario Lemieux, Hockey, Sega, Joe Montana, II Sports Talk, Football, Sega. Pelé, Accolade, Side Pocket, Day to East, Tommy Lasorda, Baseball, Sega, WWF, Royal Rumble, Acclaim, Swords and Spelts, Arcus Odyssey, Renovation, Landstalker, Sega, Fantasy Star, II Sega, Shining Force, Sega, Sword of Vermilion, Sega, Lumps and Wheels, Afterburner, II Sega, Championship Pro and Trade West, Super Hang-On, Sega, Super Monaco GP, Sega. The Arcade Arrow, The Acrobat, Sunsoft, Echo the Dolphin, Sega, Fatal Fury, Takara, Kid Chameleon, Sega, Mortal Kombat, Acclaim, Ranger X, Sega, Shinobi, II Sega, Wiz N Liz Psygnosis, World of Illusion, Sega, Robocop vs. Terminator, Virgin, Megatarakan, Day to East, Sonic Spinball, Sega, The Mintan Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sega, The Humans Gamcheck, Romance of Three Kingdoms, II Koi, Ultimate Kicks, Taito, The Family Room, Barney's Hide, Ampersand Seek Game, Sega, Barbie Supermodel, High-Tech Expressions, Bell's Quest, Sunsoft, Fun and Games, Trade West. Pink Goes to Hollywood, Tech Magic Thomas, The Tank Engine, THQ, Tiny Toon Adventures, Konami, Classics, Alex Kidd, Sega, Golden Axe, Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega. HJ, Go Electro, Mr. X's Carrot R, Lift Off, Use Skates, Vertical Bar Minions, Meet Their Match, I Shredden, Airborne in Dr. Zan's Electrifying H, Rollerblade Spin Attack, Robotic Reach, Vertical Bar to Battle the Bots, Iffy Axel and Blaze are back and getting their kicks with all new martial arts moves. Udafari Isfla. Firepower Gunstar Heroes is set on the strange but cool planet of Gunstar 9, where characters are named after colors, and the enemies after food color combinations. In one area, you go hand to hand with a character named Curry and Rice, who could very well beat the chowder out of you. Gunstar is awesome as a one-player title, but the mayhem takes on global proportions when two players throw down on the bad guys. The game begins with 4 levels that you can take in any order, followed by an intense space battle against the major bosses. Then, a final Grand Slam confrontation against all the major enemies in all new death dealing machinery. In addition to phenomenal weapons, you can use a variety of kick and slide attacks, plus sling your partner into oncoming enemies with no damage to yourselves. Some people get turned on by a nice, quiet game of chess. Well, they ain't gonna like Gunstar Heroes from Sega. This 1-year 2-player, action-crammed Task Fest is becoming a modern cult classic with gamers who like their play loud, fast and furious. Loaded with anime style, razor-sharp graphics and killer sound, Gunstar pours on the action, in relentless waves of armored enemies which you must blast, smash, and pound using a variety of high-octane weapon combinations, and slick martial arts maneuvers. Publisher: Sega Players, 1 or 2 controller. Mutton 18 Gunstar's big bad bosses. Here are just a few of the laser blasting horde of bosses found in every level of Gunstar Heroes. The ancient ruins in Fefberkarat. Bravuman is easily toasted, with a pinky rotor has 2 weak spots, me long burst of fire long arm, and the cab, the underground eye. This bird-like formation will try to grind the underground 7 force boss has you against the vertical walls. Double Sven battle forms. This one has a jump to change walls and avoid long reach, crushing doom. Ready to a little cat and mouse. One now get ready to be sliced diced, and at the last formations will chase you turned into julienne highs. Like a dog. The Hing battleship the swapping reg is a foot stamper. Real red on the flying machine and get directly underneath and blast. You have to go up against orange straight up. Black's strange fortress on a dice palace, wicked game. Before you can take on Black's mean machine, you have to roll the die through his 17-room dice palace. And you thought Vegas was a weird place. Each throw of the Rechivat Vowlin moves you farther into the dice maze. Black's Beat Stomper is a wall-crawling tool, all the way hack to TT beginning. Bonus points for rapid blasting. 7 carat Sayelj ampersand SR carat L. This boss is strictly hand-to-hand. No guns allowed. Joey Artis carat act gum 1 asterisk 5 betched game M asterisk PW. F asterisk Y oft we gom W. Forced F till asterisk less than asterisk. Backslash ampersand B asterisk O0 SSG SSSS honest. The next really big video game / TV / comic character, bigger than those pizza chomping turtles, bigger than those mighty morphing knuckleheads, might be a common earthworm, with a super pumped suit, from off in me stellar boondocks. You heard it here first, so you owe us, okay? Inu Wormjam from Playmates is your average everyday slug, who discovers a robonic suit, a plasma gun, and a pet named Snort. He's also the first creation from Shiny Entertainment, a hot new studio cat, boasts some of the biggest talent in the video game industry. Jim's adventures are coming to the Genesis this summer from Playmates, but that's just the beginning. According to David Perry, president and founder of Shiny, several major TV and film companies have already approached him about turning Earthworm Jim into a regular animated feature. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood are just itching to sign on as the voice of this slimy superhero. Check out Jim's origin and his amazing cast of cohorts and enemies, and you'll lie Hitler's land why. SSSGL 5G vertical bar SJ 55S5. When the folks at Shiny designed Earthworm Jim, they drew a comic strip instead of creating a traditional storyboard. The super condensed version 01, Earthworm Jim's massive origin, somewhere in space, an intergalactic chase is nearing its gruesome finale. An interstellar bounty hunter, and all-around loss named Psychroblasts, a small ship to smithereens. The ship's cargo, an indestructible robonic suit, plummets to Earth, where it lands on top of an ordinary earthworm named Jim. Jim's soft, supple slimy flesh interacts with all the cosmic heebie-jeebies of the suit. He swells to man size, well, more like Schwarzenegger size. Jim finds he has incredible strength and powers in his new duds. He also discovers the suit has infinite internal space, so he can stuff everything from a plasma gun to a baby grand inside it. Jim thinks he's got it made until he discovers that Psychro is hot on his trail. ZZR*MO America. H2SB 5 Umia now Uterasnat Jimzem M vertical bar J 1 just **2 ISR codes will allow M **. Asterisk cell, asterisk, unahiscusly no things or no flams. Shinu and Playmates partners in the world's next major hero. When Richard Salas, president of Playmates Toys, met David Perry at the Consumer Electronics Show, he could tell that David's plans for a new software company fit in perfectly with Playmates' plans for video game development. "We simply wanted the best," said David Lumen, executive producer for software development at Playmates. David's group is clearly the best of the best. Perhaps best known for introducing the world to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys, Playmates has the kind of marketing muscle and distribution power a developer like Shiny needs to successfully launch a character like Earthworm Jim. Playmates was key in forming the new studio and helping finance the startup. They helped create a state-of-the-art game development facility where programmers and animators want for nothing. "Playmates is like a big brother to us," said Perry. "They protect us from the big, mean work and open our eyes to all these new opportunities." Playmates sees all sorts of possibilities for Earthworm Jim, according to Lumen, including a toy line, a Saturday morning cartoon, and maybe even a movie. "Shiny has created fantastic characters," he said. "They're the sort of ideas marketing people can really grab onto and run with." Peter Puppy Amam asterisk to IE. Professor Monkey for IA. And Simeon Sides MB, CSHLSL Ma, asterisk none, well SSWKHK, 5. Segflow CD Genesis asterisk C5, New Wheel of Fortune, and Jeopardy Games challenge players on every platform, admit it. Deep down, you know you're so much smarter than all those cheesy-headed contestants that somehow manage to make it to the double Jeopardy round where the stakes are doubled, and you can play for really big prizes. Just think how many times you sat there, screaming at the TV image of some flustered, panicky player, yelling Egypt. The answer is Egypt, ya moron. They never listen, do they? Well, now you can take the buzzer in hand and prove your massive mental prowess, thanks to a whole mess of new game show titles for the Genesis, Sega CD, and Game Gear. You've thrown up your hands in disgust each time a contestant buys a vowel, when the answer is so obvious. Wheel of Fortune, for the Sega CD, from Sony ImageSoft lets you take control. This multimedia title takes you right onto the set, complete with digitized live-action sequences of Vanna White. Play follows the TV format. You can take on animated opponents, real or computer, through 3 rounds, leading up to the final bonus wheel. Each round ups the value of the wheel, and adds prizes like trips, jewelry, and surprises. Smooth animation, superb sound, and the on-screen mechwork of Vanna make this a delightful, faithful recreation of the popular game. Spin or solve, man. Big money, big money. Vanna While is your host and on-screen cheering section. Your character hits the wrong spot, and the wheel. You'll see his reaction on the screen. Motion picture outlaw Mad Dog McCree and his henchmen have taken over a Wild West frontier town, locked the sheriff in his own jail, and kidnapped the mayor and his daughter. Sharpshooting is a must in this arcade classic, where the player must save the town, rescue the mayor and his daughter, and triumph in a final showdown against Mad Dog himself. Action. It's the rollicking 30s and someone has killed popular singer Johnny Rock in this action-packed gangster whodunit. The player will need to navigate the back streets, gaming halls, funeral parlors and the dirty sections of this city to get at the clues held by a number of shady characters and solve this murder mystery. Bad guys with machine guns provide a high level of action/D. Introducing the world's first interactive live motion picture games for Sega CD, now available at your favorite retailer. Pliable with the Gamgun AJ Laser Games Live Motion Picture Action, American Gfisil. Now you can buy a vowel, no matter where you are, thanks to a nicely crafted Game Gear version from GameCheck. Play against the computer or challenge your friends. Up to 3 people can play taking turns. Choose from a gallery of sad-looking contestants who brighten up briefly when they hit big money on the wheel. Play through 3 rounds and the winner moves on to the bonus wheel. Spin it or solve it on the go. Up at 3 people match wits. Alive through 3 rounds. ... and you play the bonus wheel. Sports fans get their own Jeopardy game. Test your sports knowledge on Genesis and Game Gear. Just 'cause you're a jock doesn't mean you have to let those brainiacs have all the fun on Jeopardy! Thanks to Jeopardy Sports for Genesis and Game Gear from BAMCheck, you can see how much of a die-hard sports fan you really are. Categories range from leagues to stadiums, to even athletic actors. Up to 3 people can play the Genesis version. Gameplay follows the Jeopardy Deluxe style, but some nice touches have been added beyond the all sports categories. You can choose your appearance from a gallery of sporting figures representing most major games. The game covers every conceivable sport, from football to horse racing to golf. AML_LBI_IWONE or 2 players can go for the gold on the Game Gear version. Genesis 26 Game Gear categories will satisfy the most fanatical sports fan. Quit crying about getting LLDCKGCL, or how your shoes hut asterisk, or how you can't shoot outdoors. Just shut up and jam. TSR asterisk WH1 Shut Up and Jam. The only basketball game endorsed by Charles Barkley. Available now for the Sega Genesis Entertainment Systems. It's time to play Jeopardy with your host, Alex Trebek. Animated Alex guides you through this faithful recreation of the show. Also from Sony ImageSoft, this game features the same multimedia options as Wheel of Fortune for the Sega CD, allowing you to choose real or computer-controlled opponents. Play through the rounds leading up to the high-stakes final Jeopardy round. Voices and animation are smoothly handled, and the categories will challenge any player. Alex gives he answer. You supply watch your character cheer when he the question wins big. And here's your host, the star of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek. Wheel of Fortune is based on the television program, produced by Merv Griffin Enterprises, a unit of Sony Pictures Entertainment Inc. At 1992 California on Productions, Inc. Wheel of Fortune is a registered trademark at Callilan Productions, Inc. All rights reserved. Up to 3 players can pit it out in BAMCheck's fast-moving Genesis version. 2 players can even buzz with the same controller. Single-player mode lets you play against computer-controlled characters as you work your way up to Final Jeopardy. Nice touches include a handwriting typeface for the character names, the ability to change categories at the beginning of a round, and the digitized voice of Alex Trebek. Up to 3 people can play onto the best players go on to final controllers. Pre-ISL challenge abounds in Jeopardy Deluxe lore, the Genesis. You have to be in the black to move on to Final Jeopardy. Jeopardy is host on the television program, produced by Merv Griffin Enterprises, a Sony Pictures Entertainment company. 1993 by Jeopardy Productions, Inc. Jeopardy is a registered trademark at Jeopardy Productions, Inc. All rights reserved. SYJF greater than WME 9 *FFRAC.IJT y TG binds Ftron Saint // Vinslick XNDKRVK B plus high WQ4 division FL LUFN HINTMIS. Fulderoff Bincher RP greater than *T plus UNTLL *Y /*/W Saranif F/stit GSM I6A *K*1 Any baseball fan can tell we are above JBST by reading the BBX Skber. Hello breakfast. You've seen these two before. Okay, so you haven't been hiding under a rock while this dynamic cat and bird duo has been making the world laugh for the last 40 plus years. The ever-popular Sylvester and Tweety are back, this time starring in their own Genesis game. Sylvester still seems to think that he's going to get breakfast on the wing, and Tweety is gonna have a great time, see his mind. To get an extra life at the end of the Mayhem Express level, let a gigantic mouse play kick the cat to get back up top before collecting your flying appetizer and fall on the lap right of the car. Avoid the BBO grilled cat does not a happy Sylvester make. I taunt poo do a cat playing as Sylvester. Your goal is to get your hands or paws on the yellow fellow. Each level is a chase over the landscape to find Tweety in each of his hiding places and move him forward. At the end of every level you catch the bird and move on to the next stage. Along the way, you'll be catapulted by a really big mouse baby kangaroo named Hitchy Hopper, play cat burglar on the outside of apartment buildings, catnap in trash cans, and catwalk the inside of test tubes in a lab. You attempt to outle El Sufferin, Sakochash. The age-old chase between foolish feline and savory songbird continues in Sylvester, Ampersand Tweety and KDK Purse, from Time Warner Interactive for the Genesis. The battle, Putty Tat still wants some Tweety pie for lunch and is willing to go through any indignity to get it. This 7-level, 1-player comic fun fest features an ongoing chase through places like Granny's house and backyard, a speeding train, an alley, a mad scientist's lab, and an ocean liner. How tough could catching a little bird brain be? Catastrophically hard, of course. Publisher: Time Warner Interactive Controller. Mutton Smart mainstay characters from Looney Tunes cartoons, like Granny, a sweet little old lady who swings like Barry Bonds. Spikolova Bulbuldigo thinks he's a boxer. The red cat, obviously a traitor to his species. And the Tweety monster, he got into the hide potion and wants to floss his teeth with your tail. Tilda 5C Carrot is Jr. may be embarrassed by his father's foibles, but he's still out there rouching toward dear old dad. Follow his pointing paw to find the tasty Tweety treat. Use the scratch to turn off any switches you see. You may not know what it is you've just powered down, but you can be sure that you've furthered the cat's crazy cause. Use the flagpoles to get the guy with the tail an ounce or two of bounce. Looney Tunes characters, names and all related and share trademarks of Warner Bros. 1994 FCFCR, and Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes and great noises. You'll note from the screens that Sylvester Ampersand Tweety looks just like the cartoons. So how are the sounds? From the front end you've got that catch eye feel with the merry-go-round, broke down, the Looney Tunes theme song. Each level's tune manages to be fun and cartoony, from mad scientist music in the hide and shriek stages to Chicago blues style tunes in back alley blues. The voices are straight digitized Sylvester and Tweety and are great comedy in themselves. Make like a member of the Feline Freight Movers Union. Stacking stuff leads to snacking stuff. Cats tay I hers. The traitorous red cat doesn't deserve poor Spike. Always letting his to call himself a member of the feline instincts. Get the belcher of him. Here species him with the mallet boy. Here boy, get the bone. Lech. Till he sees stars, or toss him a fish. Granny always tries to make a clean sweep of her day. Keep the putty tat out of the way. These robot dogs can be bashed into smithereens, or talked into a friendly game at Lech. Just watch their teeth. Meowch. Hitchy Hopper is what Sylvester would call a gulp really big mouse. He'll help you attain extra altitude. Every cat's nightmare, being eaten by your prey. Scratch your way out of the Tweety monster's big gullet or toss him some shrink potion. F *** stage props, a vertical bar WN caret HH, here kitschy. Does the less than smart kitschy, wear a nice fish. A 5x/D1 The umbrella will keep you from bash. Use a bigger mallet. Theory of crisis management in action. Ing Sylvester's poor witty head R11M. When you choose the boxing gloves, go out swinging. Play fetch with Spike and the robot dogs. Toss Emma bone. _wonder what the A is tore and the bottle cats may be good natural jumpers, but of shrink potion. We at Sega Visions can really achieve extra altitude with our betching. It stands for antidote. The use of a pogo stick. Offer one to your cat sometime. You'll see. Sylvester hates electricity. What's the problem, putty tat? It's windy on them their trains, run boy run. See Sylvester sprint, see Sylvester catch supper. These springs to launch our fearless furball. Find the pogo stick in the third train car to gel the height you need to reach the dining car. Seems appropriate. Dining car. Gets the old saliva glands running. No. Hoy, you must have an 81% difficulty setting to be able to play all the levels. Use the umbrella when falling from any real height. 1/ when taking on any of the cat stalker characters, like Spike. Remember to cold any stage props you've already used again, they come back. You never know when you'll need to throw the big, bad dog a bone. We scratch at Twitchy constantly. Every time you get flying feathers, you collect 20,000 points. Every 100,000 points is an extra life. 1/ use the Twitchy scope. In addition to finding Twitchy, you'll learn waffs between you and him. You can't hit Granny. You should be ashamed for even thinking of it. You either outrun her or find a place to conceal your scruffy. Flea bitten hide. Queer ups if.43.180,162 The superhero suit makes his felineness invincible for a short time. Use hiding places like the cat bed or the heralded L up. These add to end the trash can to evade those who your existing 9 lives would stop you on your quest toward the yellow squab. Canzo to increase Sylvester's energy. Nowhere on the can does it say dolphin safe, though. The clock gives you 2 minutes, your existing play timer. The shorter the time played on each level, the higher your bonus. Warn www. Go tet, young gato, go left. Open an umbrella, and use your D-but bounce iron to land on the tiny ledge between the left flagpoles. The flagpole at the top of ist building 1-ups are a great way to get around. Hey, you're inside the building. Look, that stupid 9/5s rule. Tuna. Yum. Lonely feline with limited range. Wildcat companion who's content to play the same 2 familiar games. Single versatile, attractive entertainer. J seeks passionate game player for non-stop action. Concerned parent of 2 Italian brothers, seeks old-fashioned partners for her plumber sons before their careers go into the toilet. No newfangled CD tech ***J, please. HM2UNT greater than ILERT senses may introducing the Genesis CDX \MJ2 it's a Sega CD. Sega CD med arriving Ace is the place with ten helpful Neroman. Commander Borf is plotting to enslave the Earth by turning the populace into toddlers. Using his dread Infanto Ray, a weapon that blasts folks back to preschool, Borf may just do it. Enter Dexter the Space Ace. He might have ignored Borf's dictatorial delusions if the Big Oof had kidnapped cuddly Kimberly Ace Escal. Now Ace is gonna rescue Kimberly, destroy the Infanto Ray, and save the world for need a pacifier real soon. No problem. Right. T-Bloom and Ting, Nuthalan Space Ace has had die-hard fans clamoring for a home version for years. The animation and sound quality of the EA Disc Arcade version was unparalleled. Getting the Don Bluth Classic to your home system has only just become possible with the recent technical advances in compression and your Sega CD, of course. As you react to the attacks that aggravate Ace, you get to enjoy Bluth's original art and terrific character animation. Add CD quality sound, and you have a sensational home version of the original play experience. NUFRUIFIII, Addictive Animated Arcade Action, is the name of the game. Even better, you lucky Sega Visions reader, get an early look at Space Ace from Ready Soft for the Sega CD. Following in the footsteps of the blockbuster hit Dragon's Lair, this one-player arcade classic action/reaction game is certainly gonna get you hopping. You'll be cheering and groaning at Dexter's exploits as he tries to save the Earth from an extra evil and lots of fun cartoon villain. Publisher: Ready So FT Players 1. Prehistoric Terror IO 3D. The game picks up where the movie left off, with the dinosaurs loose and wreaking havoc in the ill-fated theme park. You're a scientist sent to salvage eggs of 7 dinosaur species before Jurassic Park is completely destroyed. All your adventures take place in 3D first-person perspective. Add 3D sound, and you've got a terrifyingly realistic mission ahead of you. But one step at a time. Let's explore the Triceratops area. Triceratops territory bit faster than you. You don't want to be in the way when they charge. They're also fiercely protective of their family. Yes, that includes eggs. Oh, a couple more problems. Old Rhino Face isn't the only dinosaur you're up against in the Triceratops plane. And then there are all those locked rooms, hidden tools, and secret codes. So follow our step-by-step guide to retrieving an egg, and hope for the best. WLB.Tulin/eautophage. First, a little background on your quarry. Triceratops are meadow-dwelling herbivores, which means they won't make a meal of you. Now for the bad news. They weigh 6 tons, and they're quite a less than / Turn the sound up, and listen carefully for dino cries and footsteps. Stop at the dinosaur field kiosks for crucial info on your quarry. / Whenever you enter a new area, make a quick 360-degree check for dinosaurs. Save your game whenever you're in the visitor center. Press start to assess your dinosaur egg collection. If FIUIEW, face it. You're obsessed with Jurassic Park. You saw the movie the weekend it opened. You ate up Sega Vision's early coverage of the Sega Genesis, Game Gear, and CD games. Now you're ready to master the CD version of this action/puzzle blockbuster level by level. We'll help you out with an in-depth look at the Triceratops area, but be warned. Collecting that egg ain't easy, even with a guided tour. Publisher: Sega Players 1. Controller: 3-button honk line on to startle the Triceratops. The instant it faces you, honk again. When the Triceratops bumps the Jeep, nick up everything that falls out as fast as you can. Honk once more, and grab me injector when it falls out of the Jeep. Act fast, or you'll get splattered. If you use the foliage to distract the baby Triceratops. Open the metal box with your crowbar, grab the Triceratops card inside. Greater than hightail it for the pump room, and use the injector on the sick Triceratops. Jurassic Park &1994 Universal Sit * outside. Return to the grazing plain. Studios, Inc. Amblin Entertainment, Inc. Licensed by MCA/Universal Merchandising, Inc. All rights reserved. Ip.Ninanekn meets Hibmeknj. Your game. First £3 TJ. Return to the visitor center. Go upstairs, get first aid if you need it, and save and use the card claw. Open Muldoon's. Your game. Office. Open the cabinet. Take the gas gun and the ammunition inside. Play the Triceratops CD on the machine next to the computer, then press the reveal code button. Memorize the combination. Return to the pump building, open the door with your card, and quick, gas the Delos before they spew green stuff at you. SSSS-ESLR FO incubator. Use the first aid hit if you need if. Examine the cabinet and retrieve the Brachiosaurus CD. Finally, view your messages on the computer, in the control room, and save your game. If tacto *ampersand, this cat has fangs, its teeth will bite the tail off a MiG-27 at 125 miles nautical. Since it shipped, Sega's Tomcat Alley for the Sega CD has been a big hit with critics and gamers alike. So we are giving you another look at this terrific one-player full-screen interactive movie. You get seat number 2 as radar intercept officer on an F-14X Tomcat fighter. You make all the navigation and targeting calls. It's your talent that drives a sidewinder up the tail of an enemy boogie, and it's your failure that has you chewing shoot if you're lucky enough to punch out after taking a hit. Publisher: Sega Players, 1 controller. Much in the cast. Mr. Williams LT Fujimura CDR Remington is a shadow he gives you as your co-suit type. The mission info: I greater than XR /Buzz Ratchet Dakota is your counterist, the jockey for fighter driver. Dart on Shadow 2. Shadow 2. Doing the Tomcat strut. Tomcat Alley leaves the flying to your ace fighter jock, Dakota. You get to concentrate on the easy stuff, like trying to lock onto the heat signature of a tail-wagging MiG at 0.8 Mach. Release Warbird before you get lock, and he'll likely be crawling up your 6 and trying to turn your strutting Tomcat into titanium target. This game is all screw up in the later missions by letting Buzz and Ratchet get splashed, and it's over. About decision making at speed. You spend your narrow decision windows, choosing between missile types at Mach 2, releasing flares and chaff before you become a high-altitude fireball, taking recon photos between dogfights, and targeting ground installations, while ducking SAM's surface-to-air missiles. A psycho named Kol Alexipovich has stolen 2 MiG squadrons, some Su-138 bombers, a passel of SAMs, and some nasty radioactive and chemical warfare goodies. He's holed up out in the Mexican desert with the US of A in striking distance. All you have to do is fly missions from your top-secret subterranean base, take out his fighter air cover, dance and smash your way through his SAM-gun jet, and destroy his chemical weapons facility. There is one other thing you might do, that's die trying. When you tire at a bandit without a lock, you get to see the missile launch at nothing. Enjoy. That missile might have been the difference between failure and success. Treat each one like gold, they're worth their weight in it, literally and figuratively. When dealing with SAMs, target only the ones that are moving slowly across the screen. Use your countermeasures against the rest, miss an emplacement, and you're named. 5S.E. Araohui *. Be accurate, selecting your waypoints. If you miss a waypoint or a radio call, otherwise you'll be a target. Immediately not selecting the icon within fatally upon drop. Seconds. Dakota gets on your case, then you get 3 more seconds before the mission is scratched. Looks like JP5 jet oil and high explosives. Bang, don't mix. Good hit. Select the heat seekers to get the bogeys mat are close in. Lock on and nail M10 var lucky. Use bombs on the bridge. The way to hit the bridge is to place your reticle at II foot at the screen below the left half of the bridge, and wait toward the bridge to nearly reach the reticle before letting M drop. Hoi HNIS when saving your wing person S, but always choose a Phoenix long-range air-to-air missile. This one's radar guided. Select a heat seeker, and it may target the wrong heat source. Oops, run out of flare/chaff and have a missile targeted at you. Rapidly vector toward another hostile by choosing it with your reticle. If S a 50-50 chance of survival. Can seem to lock on with a heat seeker. Quickly choose a radar guided instead. Greater than / don't get sloppy when choosing a target vector with your reticle. If you aren't on the money, you'll often drop in front of your bandit and he'll be on your 6 rather than chasing a boogie's tail. For lock on, have your reticle where you think he'll go next. Playing catch up with your sight almost never works cause the bandits generally move faster than your reticle. Tomcat terminology. Angels, altitude in thousands of feet. Angels 2 is 2,000 feet up. Bandit / boogie. Enemy aircraft the bad guy. Flare/chaff. These two countermeasures are launched to confuse enemy missiles. A flare attracts a heat seeker, and chaff aluminum strips in varying lengths and widths confuses radar guideds. Heat seeker. A missile that does infrared homing, if S attracted to heat radar guided. A missile that uses radar to chase and hit aircraft. Reticle. A grid used to show posit on an HUD heads-up display, in this case your cursor. 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock is in front of you, 3 is to your starboard, 9 is to your port, and 6 is directly behind you. Never a good place to have an enemy. Splash. Shoot down an enemy aircraft probably related to what happens when they hit the earth. Tally. Visual sighting of target aircraft. No tally would be no visual, lost tally would be lost visual, and tally ho would be have visual. The house. Hip hop tea time Virgin has achieved this unlikely but extremely hip mix of sport and cool by taking a well-planned, well-executed golf sim and giving it a multimedia twist with digitized flyover video of each hole, expert commentary and strategy by pros Ben Wright and Steve Elkington. Intermission. Graphics that would make any VJ proud, and a soundtrack that would do well in the Viper Room. None of this should come as a surprise. Virgin Interactive is a sister company to Virgin Records, so some of the greatest tunes in the world are available for their use, and Virgin has proven time and again that they know how to make fun games. Gerting down to the green, Lynx has achieved realism, both in the presentation of each of the Torrey Pines links and in the 4 modes of playing them. Whether you practice driving, play each hole individually, or in series of 9, or take on Torrey Pines in tournament play, you have complete control over the selection of clubs, your stance on the ball, and whether you wish to fade or draw, chip or putt. This realism extends to the icons of male and female players, and even to different tee colors for each player. Features that add to your play include rotate, which turns your player to face a different direction. This comes in handy if you are facing a tree, and a fade or draw is not enough. Top view gives you a bird's eye view of the link, showing each player's position, and other important information, such as yards to the cup. You can even get into fine detail and customize game settings, building your own set of clubs and setting sensitivity. LMFCS has a save feature, so you can keep your place in a game, and it gives you options to turn on or off the sound, commentary and flyovers, and replay. Nullum golf may be one of the most popular sports in the world, but it has never had the excitement or interaction of more active games. Until now, Virgin Interactive Entertainment is changing the way the world golfs with Lynx. The challenge of golf, even non-golfers are going to find this disc very hot. Think of golf, now think of house music. Now bring them together, and there's only one thing you can say. Golf is in the house. Up to 6 players can get in on the action at the famous Torrey Pines Country Club South Course in sunny San Diego, California. Use a control pad or a Mega Mouse, or really get in the swing with a TV golf club. Tournament golf isn't just for the plaid anymore. Get hip. Play links on your Sega CD publisher. Virgin Interactive Entertainment players. Controller. Mutton, Megamouse recommended, TV Golf Club SSG SSSF, MFTAT H in less than assemble. Left bracket play at each hole, begins with the iFly over TN, digitized video, along with F-Expert's tips on playing the course. Up to 6 players, in any mix of male-female, can take on the 3 challenge levels of links. You get a running total of your shots and distance to the cup after each shot, with the option of taking a mulligan, retaking the shot with no penalty. Check the lie of the ball before you putt to make sure you are on the green. Select the overhead view for a quick check on your position on or off the fairway. Getting chianini so you are standing on the green ready to tee off, holding a sand wedge, and looking at a 300-yard drive. You wonder, am I using the right club? When the ball rolls about 9 yards, you realize that you weren't. Here's how far you can expect to hit the ball, based on perfect conditions, no wind, and pro level. Driver 1, driver 2, 2 wood, 3 wood, 4 wood, 5 wood, 6 wood, 7 wood, 1 iron, 2 iron, 3 iron, 4 iron, 5 iron, 6 iron, 7 iron, 8 iron. 9 iron pitching wedge PW, sand wedge SW, loft wedge LW, 275 yards, low loft 275 yards, high loft 260 yards, 250 yards, 235 yards, 215 yards, 200 yards, 190 yards, 235 yards, 220 yards, 205 yards, 195 yards, 185 yards, 173 yards, 160 yards, 148 yards, 135 yards, 120 yards, 90 yards, 70 yards. Help. In a jam. Not sure how to pick a club, aim, or swing? Lose the manual. Click on the help bar in the upper left corner of the screen for timely advice. Saw a Sagas carrot. Ground New World compared to Lunar, Working Design's first Sega CD RPG, that is less linear but harder to beat. Although you won't have too much trouble deciding what to do or where to go, getting there will test your RPG abilities down to the last magic point. The gameplay begins on difficult and builds quickly, requiring a well-planned mix of the legendary armor of Vey, has cyborg origins. You need to find it and activate it to defeat the Danik Horde. V. You need top-level weapons and armor before you head into Danik Castle. The resident creatures can quickly turn you into adventurers too. Spells and weapons to advance through combat. Finding the armor and orbs takes you through a wide variety of submissions, throughout 4 kingdoms, each with towns containing inns, weapon and armor shops, and item shops. Inns are where you can rest up and restore hit and magic points. Rooms are cheap at first. Cross the sea, and rooms get much more expensive. And sometimes the only way to crush your enemies like seedless grapes is to don a suit of legendary cyborg armor and kick booty. Working Designs is giving you this very opportunity with Vey, their hot new hardcore RPG title, to the Sega CD, featuring digitized voice, animated graphic sequences, and all combat control. Vey, pronounced like I, is a one-player adventure quest to save your kingdom from the evil Danik Empire. The only way is to find the legendary armor of Vey and revive it with the 5 orbs of sealing. And that young prince is but one of your goals. The path ahead is long and dangerous, filled with peril and reward. The magicians of the ceiling will oppose your every move. Publisher. Working Designs Controller. Mutton. Press the start button when you are on the world to enter an auto map screen. It shows you where you are and what towns, bridges, or castles are nearby experience points. You need both increases in levels mean higher hit and magic points and new spells for magic type magic users. The increases are well timed, and often reward those persistent enough to stick out tough mazes and battle sequences. With some choice weapons, costing upwards of 500,000 gold pieces, you need all the gold you can get. The Sunriantals is the first big boss you encounter. More Bailey for the buck, that is not an easy game. Plan on getting more than your money's worth of battling and adventuring. The key to steady progress is aggressive play. Run away from tough battles, and you lose the opportunity to earn gold, and big tough bosses abound in this multi-nightmare lives in the Ice Tower. When dealing with cold, try fire. Gel is the leader of Saddle's forces. Seeing him bite the dust is one of the more satisfying moments of the game. Often you'll surprise an eye, the attack advantage. T less than strike the first few blows, or use the opportunity to run V. Once you get to the island of Magmol, take the ship back to Lorith, and rest up at the inn, before you continue your adventure. Run the game in manual instead of AL. When facing tough opponents, you will have more control over which spells you can throw, and when. If you find yourself deep in a structure or dungeon and running low on hit points or magic points, try forging ahead. Often you'll advance a level restoring hit and magic points before it becomes a dead man's party. Less than / the legendary armor is not as good without the orbs of sealing ice. / if someone tells you not to open a chest, don't. The Maribou spell works well against most large groups of enemies, especially when your wizard is carrying a staff. Warriors and kings. The royal wedding. Prince Sandor's wedding plans are ruined when the Danik attack his palace, killing his parents and kidnapping his Eln, his bride-to-be. Priscilla.j.I is a mage with a bad attitude, who turns out to be okay. Equip her with a mage's staff, and her fireballs will crisp the shin off. Lysander will stop at nothing to win back Ellen and avenge his parents. This hard-bitten warrior fights with claws. She may not have much magical capability, but her attack's 8 strong, and tier 3 HM Ion's past is shrouded in mystery. Like all Olve's heroes, she is much more man, she seems. Link's Ilka, this wandering minstrel can't carry a tune to save his life. But where there's a lynx, there's a leopard, and this cool cat is a terror with a halberd. Kinsey, an elven lad, Potul may look like a child, but watch out when he bends his how. He has eagle eyes, as well as an impressive hook of spells. His death will add new purpose to your quest. Kinsey is a how-to-crack sea skipper, who really knows P. It floats, she can make it go. H vertical bar Y $IFT, hang on tight. You're about to enter the dark and foreboding world of microcosm. Super realistic, computer-generated graphics inject. This official seal is your assurance that this product with this seal, to be SUI left bracket hat, they 8 compatible HCG CD1, sister over 500 megabytes of brilliant SGI graphics, and an original soundtrack by Rick Wakeman, formerly of Yes. Crank up the intensity to levels you've never before encountered. Step into the latest high-tech micro-submersibles and pilot your way to the edge of your imagination. But don't forget to pack an extra pair of shorts. Less than asterisk greater than ampersand. Join the quest monsters in like its predecessor, Shining Force / has incredible 3D battle sequences, a massive party of characters who grow in status and change in appearance as the game progresses, and tons of secrets to uncover. You begin as a young student in an island village. Your curiosity gets you into the thick of a battle against an evil entity named Xeon. Your force at the outset is a small group of classmates. Each new area you visit gives you hints about what to do next, battles that help your force gain in experience and stature, new items that add power or unlock puzzles, and new members of your party. In addition to evil folks and aberrations of nature, you'll face earthquakes, ocean voyages, underground regions, arid even air travel because scope, terrific and ease of play. The sequel manages to top the first in every category. No minor feat, weighing in at 16 megs. Shining Force II/S4R than its. You get more areas to see and recapture. The amazing art in the battle sequences is even bigger and more three-dimensional. And lastly, they've made the combat control even easier by letting you check the opponent's hit points before committing. This one's gonna take you by force. I dust off your sword, and your spellbook Evil has returned to the world in a sequel to one of Sega's greatest RPGs. Shining Force / for the Genesis is an enormous one-player game that has you questing over land, sea, and air on a mission to close a magical seal that is open and spilling demon spawn into the world. Upgrade your weaponry and search for your healing potions. You're gonna need 'em. Publisher: Sega Controller. Mutton HYRJT $L_KY. JSFLLI***MMHMI $L, but do I how any magic? M Hero Freddy LV, RTT, 561 HP, 53/53 Def 3A1 MP, 15/15 RGI, 31x39, MOV GKO. 63 Def out 6 IFIPG, in 1 LV, stands for level. In this case the main character is a level 4, of the highest category, hero. HP stands for hit points. MP stands for magic points. X stands for experience. Each time your character reaches 100, you move up a level. ATT stands for attack power. Def stands for defensive power. AG1 stands for agility. MOV is your character's movement circumference. In this case, the main character can move 6 squares in any direction with a land effect of 0%. Item shows what you are equipped with and carrying. Magic shows the spells your character can use. Jewels are the stones of light and darkness. KO stands for the number of monsters your character has personally kicked back to oblivion. Defeat shows the number of times your character has been whopped. Gold is the amount of shiny lucre you are carrying. Shining Portal 2. For those who wanna fight darkness and evil on an anytime, any place basis, Sega's bringing you Shining Force, the Sword of Hidayah for the Game Gear. Expect the same incredible cinematic screens, huge party of characters, and fantastic role-playing game feel into go form. Here are a couple of sneak screens to whet your portable appetite. Check out 3 great-looking cinematic. Enjoy a massive party at characters' battle scenes that grow in status with each battle. Faster than a whirling dervish, able to bounce up tall chimneys in a single bound. It's not a bird and not a plane. It's the world's favorite Tasmanian devil in his triumphant return to the Genesis. Taz in Escape from Mars from is 4 times the size of the D, weighing in at a whopping 16 megs, with scads of new tricks, bunches of cameos by old Warner Bros. Friends, and a stack of the coolest levels this side of Mars. This one-player cart is gonna spin your doors off. Enjoy the early look. We'll give you full coverage in a coming issue. Burp excuse. Marvin the Martian is completing his very own personal zoo and has one empty exhibit. Checking out his book of Rare 50, Defy Gravity and the Reign of the Mars Boss Earthlings, he sees that a Tasmanian devil would fit die bill, and goes out to capture one. For those who loved the first Tasmania GOM, there'll be a few familiar things to do. Taz still has an asbestos-lined gullet, and gulps chili peppers, with abandon though they do cause a little heartburn. He still whirls to take out his enemies, and gets a bit grouchy when made to wait. So what's new? Well, there are more than 300 frames of animation for Taz alone. You can get really big by walking through a grow ray. Go for a tiny Taz by hitching the shrink ray. Spin Taz to helicopter around. A whirling Taz can do loops and even spend some spin time upside down. Get the toothsome wonder to whirl in FFJJJ's dirt and he bores NYR through like a drill bee. Left bracket caret J. 4 asterisk I backslash read gadgets, less than S5 SRFFTT hit spin, and down on equal oil lim asterisk, balsamod HSE, on Sega same mean not to be outdone, by the Wolfg. Asterisk. T ricochets, off wa SBL tilde asterisk, less than MB caret play, Togo Yekum J, asterisk commo ST adu spin. This knee. Is n phi caret asterisk caret me less than asterisk greater than me, as the grge asterisk isil asterisk k s asterisk ipsp diffs got to tie around here some vertical bar underscore w ear dot mo it. Some welcome to Die Haunted Castle. Bolt lot of tunes, characters, names and all related indicia are trademarks of Warner Bros. Inc. 1994. Bubs back. In a world where the question what could possibly go wrong begs a list of seriously catastrophic responses. The bobcat with the extra nimble mind and fast feet, or was that ear-numbing mouth and fat feet, takes on his most perplexing adventure yet. Bubsy It, from accolade for the Genesis, brings new meaning to die term yikes fliz, 1 ER to player turn taking. Pounds Fest has Bubsy traipsing through the Amazatorium, with more moves, more stuff, more bonus games, and lots more lip. Swine flu and twin trouble to anchor spam, is a capitalist bore. This pig sold his own sow, of a mother down the river. Got $1.89 a pound, too. So anyway, the greedy son of a swine has snagged Virtual Reality's new invention, thwimpum lengthy acronym ... It steals Listry, and has built a theme park, me the fearless feline, that scratched his way to the top in one of last year's best action games returns, with a whole new look and feel. Now you get to choose from each of the levels. At the outset, you get the chance to escape from the level through an emergency exit and Acme-style portable hole, and your bonus stages are great little sub-games unto themselves. Collect marbles, yup, he's lost his mapbles, and chuck pies at enemies. Some of the early levels, seen in our pre-release copy. A pirate theme, an ancient Egypt area, a medieval castle, and a barnstormer stage. SS2 equal Rubsassus, modestly called the Amazatorium. Our hero with the size 10 ego, in a size 2 body, has planned to go to the park with his young niece and nephew, the No Please Don't Sue It, Bubsy twins. He takes Terry and Terry Hay, their identical twins, to the Amazatorium, and with typical Bubsy timing, shows up the day before the park opens. Not to be deterred, the adorable twin purveyors of peril break in and run off. Now Bubs has to enter Die Park, find the kids, and save history as we know it. Just another ordinary day, in the light of a very extraordinary, fun-loving bobcat. Stuck in a level. Not anymore, you aren't. Use your handy-dandy portable hole to exit stage left. Publisher. Accolade Players. Lord 2 taking turns controller. Mutton play games like Frogapple, in which you launch willing frog participants toward targets in a pool. Wee. Bubsy has always hated water except la drink, and even there he prefers milk. Keep him safe in his new diving bell. Ever hear the term bell the cat? Tittle Bo Peep has lost her sheep, and the fleecy little bad boys are attacking Bubsy. Watch out, lore, they're dangerous and high-powered Beal. Run at bobcat speed into a wall, we dare ya. Look at Bubsy's spinning skull. Linda Blair, look out. You've got nothing on Bubs. Jin sum of JNCE it's CM. Spoos. Fi fear ni fionin. BKKHJZX swumtin hein me. Have gone always wanted to take charge of the starship THHT on IHVUE Enterprise. Sega Genesis, way has it happen? Hive headlong into intergalact/sea adventure at warp speed and new ray in command. Journey through strange new worlds unravel the secrets of the Mxtrinos. If fate before this powerful device falls into the wrong hands, flag any F7 major officers of the Enterprise dit screw. Smiris mums and new. Imli or irad to irlisar, slip grimkuir liriglabi. Genesis beats Sue's hands down. So, what does the Genesis version of Super Street Fighter U have that the Nintendo less than / how about 5 degrees of game speed? The SNES has only 4. The Genesis has normal mode, plus an expert mode, that lets you fight all 16 war. Rears the arcade, the SNES, and the normal mode, put you up against only 12. The Genesis has a score challenge mode that lets players compete to see how many points they can rack up in a 30-second round. Fighter 1 of Die, new characters T-Hawk on his own turf, taking on Guile. Only the Genesis lets you test your combat technique in a new point match, in which the speed of each of the victories determines the winner on points. The Genesis version has 40 megs. The SNES has only 32. Players can expect demo and ending sequences that are very close to the arcade version, except that you on SV2 feed the coin snatcher to beat the game and see the endings. Stay tuned to Sega Visions for more feature coverage of this fantastic fist and feet fighting frenzy 54 directly on the heels of the arcade smash hit Connie's Super Street Fighter / for the Genesis from Capcom. At 40 megs, this new addition to the Street Fighter saga is the biggest fighting title ever to land on the Genesis. Look for new moves from Ken's naming Dragon Punch to Ryu's Stun Fireball. New characters from T-Hawk to Cammy, and new backgrounds from Jamaica to England. And it has features that won't see the light of day on the SNES. Publisher: Capcom. Players: Lore 2 controller. 3 or 6 button arcade power stick recommended. Ryu snows off his new Stun Fireball against Chun-Li on Cammy's by Vega tests out his new Claw Thrust against Zangief in Las Vegas. It's time for another run. CHN's Flua, emphasis asterisk G it's HFLLL, intentort of Kutosts, on T-Todd's Ibran of MF Life. FQSQ _ Junior Jack, into the virtual world. Search the sprawl. Cover valuable clues while you constantly building your character. Hoyufi, got extil. Hub PTTK Utes. Me 5P, Club City has all the magic suit fect in Alagu you need. In the Shadows Slumdown in, lets you hit the Seattle sprawl with a character that suits your style of play. Then you live with the consequences. Play fast and loose with the law, and Lonester will be after you, in a big way. Stay a little closer to the path of law and order. And you'll only attract their attention once in a while. Murder ain't cool. Anything in the line of self-defense is. Some weapons and tools are tolerated. Others will land you in the clink. Of course, that's not saying everyone else follows the same rules. Go see a Johnson for a fob. The higher the price, the more difficult the run. But contacts can get you anything. For a price, equipment and permits. Entry and access, and always information. You're going to need them all if you want to run and stay alive in the shadows, and you're gonna need time. Expert Garnets might get through Shadowrun in 60 hours. Most gamers can make it in 100 or so. No matter how you play, each moment will keep you on the less than magic gives shamans the ability to fight, defend, and heal. If you play as a shaman, try not to load up on ciderware, because it reduces your overall magical abilities. SSSSSSSSS 5SS ampersand ERUIEW Sega is bringing you cyberpunk role playing so real you can almost feel the weight of armor plating embedded under your skin, and the itch of the data jack wired to your brain. Shadowrun is a one-player battery-save RPG set in a dark, techno-future Seattle, where magic and technology have collided head-on, and human life is traded cheaply. Elves, orcs, and humans walk the dangerous streets. Magic users vie with Decker's brainject into the vast computer matrix. You are on a mission to find out who sent your brother on a death run. The giant corporations are covering up. A lot of people want to see you fragged. You're going to have to hunt through the shadows to find out why ... or die trying. Publisher: Sega. Runs range from simple package delivery and bodyguarding to corporate extractions and complex data fixing. Runs earn you new iron, providing you don't get wasted or ripped off. New iron gets you better weapons, armor, spells, cyberware, and contacts, and a string of good runs gets you a better rep, which gets you legit number. Your name is Joshua. You're in seat, poking into the circumstances surrounding your brother's death. You can drop into the game as one of three characters: a samurai, guns and weapons, a Decker with a data jack wired to your skull for mainline hacking right bracket, or a gator shaman able to use Earth's magic. Problem is, you have no new iron money, frag face, no equipment to speak of, and no rep. You are in a word wreck. You get runs from nefarious characters, known as Johnsons. You'll find them ... and potential allies in the form of characters for hire ... in restaurants and taverns scattered throughout the game. Cyberware is implanted in your skin and gives you advantages in strength, speed, and defensive protection. So what do? Get a job. That means becoming a Shadowrunner. Someone who lives in the cracks, taking on the dangerous jobs nobody else will touch. Stark was your brother's best friend. Help him out at a tight spot and you'll have a runner who would die to help you in return. More new iron per run, which gets you access to contacts and connections. It's a long way from the cracks of the street to the ultra cool echelons of Decker cowboys and streetwise samurais. Getting there is mega fun. And if you can find ways to run scams on the side, that's okay too. As you say in a rep, more devilish creaturestike hellhounds and vampires will lake an interest in you. Return their interest with lead less than / don't fall. Fought the old frag grenades, for sale in the alley, trick. Lonester uses it as a setup / when all else fails, a frag grenade makes a good skeleton key. If make your first financial priority to get Michael's stuff out of hock, then get better weapons and armor less than / buy an electronics kit in the Puyup Barons Crime Mall. It increases your electronics skill and RFS also much cheaper than a real mag T / stay out of the real shadows until you have enough strength, skill, and firepower to be a survivor. 1 / pay Gunderson his 1,000 new iron to get his contact, especially if you want to make it as a Decker. Don't try to sleaze your way into data store nodes. You might get in, but you won't be able to skim data. Got data to sell? Go to Seattle, be a good Samaritan. It pays off more often than not. Cruising the Matrix data is power. It's also worth big new iron. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to tap into the Matrix and crash someone's ... or some corporation's ... CPU. Before you do it, you need a data jack unless you're already a Decker. And you need a cyberdeck, a terminal to the Matrix. Don't worry. One will find its way into your hands soon enough. All you need is the software to run it. This is the map view at Die Matrix. Data is stored in square DS nodes. Triangular and round nodes control other functions usually. Hexagonal nodes are CPUs and sub-CPUs. Beat the ICE intrusion countermeasures on a CPU, and you can control the system for as long as it takes for you to make your run and heist additional data. Matrix running occurs in first person. Be sure you have the right utilities loaded before you hit the nodes. Things can get pretty tense when Black Ice frags your attack utility. When masking succeeds, the true identity at the ICE is revealed. COA Visions June/JamSI. 2Q Heart Sonic. First things first. Who is Super Sonica? Nearly unconquerable hedgehog with a seriously protective coat. To become the Golden Wonder, collect all 7 emeralds and 50 rings. We said you had to be good. Then jump in the air and tap any button once. Voya. Instant invincibility and a suit of gold. Have a blast. Collide with cannons, spring onto spikes, and fly through piranhas, all without repercussion. But make good use of your powers. You can pick up rings and points a lot faster. When you don't have to worry about getting zapped. Your golden armor comes in especially handy against Robotnik himself. Of course, Supersonic still faces some challenges. Like his blue buddy, he must time his underwater adventures carefully, and he must avoid getting squished by moving platforms. And Supersonic reverts to his blue for the gold meme. Scoop on coins. Supersonic, don't waste time exploring. Use your temporary invincibility to blow up the bad eggs gadget. To become Supersonic, collect all 7 emeralds. Carat 2, then collect 50 rings. Let you don't have them already, right bracket jump, and press any button. Power, but EA nascent grown gills. Don't dawdle underwater, at pesky enemies timing, or counterattacks. Carat not worrying about 255SS *S equal 3LS dance state when his ring count reaches 0, so keep collecting more at breakneck speed. With your incredible resistance to damage, you want to stay golden as long as you can. We've shown you the ins and outs of Sega's Sonic 3 for the Genesis. We've given you tips, maps, and hints on dealing with Knuckles the Echidna. If you've taken all our advice to heart, you must be pretty awesome at this game. Now see if you're good enough to become Supersonic. Publisher, players. Lord 2 controller ***, collecting rings at double speed, since he doesn't need to worry about running over spikes or into enemies. Destroying Robotnik contraptions in 2 seconds, racking up mega points by going after any and every enemy, glowing in the dark. Mars, busting loose this August on Sega Genesis, and this October on Game Gear. Guy. Eve. IPAIAPW LLYOMTAMDS /Rayoingsla Arts. For each /mission, V TAITIAHOSTEROF19, Assessu *C Bahia match, 1 endable scheme. SS on vertical bar I Hethite S.oi Romulau secret SU *GNOTS Piodoton Vothahi aim W0 greater than MIU less than ED VJHEN split up to Quermoigda IIEXTE ** less than Ekoi energize your Genesis with generation. Sega Vision's Ithis T-Liar own player / take you even deeper into look at several away team action really heats up. HNN, also for * less than TL greater than MTHI, less than greater than rescue, TA0N, and FAMS greater than. Mine Mzal vein, for W / Hikav, 2 %% C, carat * S VW ATAFT ASIM WWCI IBM WY T pieces FI WSVER 08 F8 2M/1 MXVR me less than EWANLS YRS, from the past Sega's Star Trek. The next gave you the early scoop on iAdventure. This issue we the game, with an inside missions. This is where the ISI-SR-SAS 1. Urban Warfare, Round 3 Tahinil to the streets. These three bosses like to disappear. Move around when they're gone so if can't find you when they reappear. The Liliophianals are also in real weird. Bombs are mysteriously detonating all over the city. Axel, Blaze Skate, and the new guy Zan don't need to look far to know who's behind everything. With your help, they're gonna clean up the streets and get to the bottom of all this evil business. Zan is definitely not someone you'd want to run into on a rainy day. And it ain't gonna be pretty. Whether you use Axel's Dragon Smash, Blaze's Vicious Wind Blast, or Skate's Dynamite Headbutt, the crew's signature moves still wreak devastating damage. But if it's new moves you're after, meet Zan, the Cyborg Man. He's here to help the crew figure out what's going down and slam a few heads in the process. He also likes to give his enemies a jolt. Zan has pretty IUFRIII, 1 Streets of Rage, tour the Genesis was one of Sega's original blockbusters. Now the gang is back, in a third all-new cart, crammed full of fighting action, and they've got new allies, and new enemies all over the city. 1 or 2 players can take on Streets of Rage 3, with 3 or 6 button controllers. But why kick back when you can kick butt with the Sega Activator? Publisher: Sega Controller. W Mutton Activator recommended if you need some practice before you take on the bad guys, or if you just feel like beating up on your pals. Try Battle Mode. You can duke it out or just learn your moves with any 2 fighters in almost any level of the game. Blaze vs. Zan or Axel vs. Skate. Who do you think would win? Players: 1 or 2 Blaze owns one of the most devastating combos in the game. She can throw an enemy fire, a wind blast, and finish off her foe with her blitz attack. Never hacked for body slam the fat boys. When IA fail they'll inflict damage on you. Mutts the PV with the tall Snailslins JIIII 5/JII lit 19911 / when you reach a hallway thefts blocked by ninjas and a closed door, defeat all the enemies. Then stand to the left of the door and special attack to enter a hidden room full of power-ups. Your character's throw move is the most damaging attack that doesn't sap your power supply. For every 40,000 points you earn without dying, your character earns a star. If you earn 3 stars, your blitz attack becomes more awesome than ever. Less than / you'll find some surprises when you use the X, Y, and Z buttons of a 6-button controller. If your special attack meter isn't full, you take damage when you use the attack. Check for goodies behind each box in the first level. If you leave your food uncovered for too long, that punk you're beating up will take it for himself. Comes home. Hail me conquering hero, who's the greatest fighter of all time? A leading scientist wants to know. He wants the answer so badly that he dedicates himself to building a time machine and collecting the 8 greatest fighters from the past and the future to find out all the fighters come from different areas of the world and have their own fighting style. You get to choose from Hanzo and Fuma, 2 Japanese fighters from divergent ninja clans. Dragon, a Chinese martial artist. Jan, a female fencer from France. J. Cam, a Mongolian warrior chieftain. Muscle Power, a blonde us. You choose your lighter at 3-player select screen. You and a second player can solve the same title or evenly matched action. Muscle Power does a variety of throws when you hit button C. Here we see him doing the Tornado Breaker wrestler. Braken, a German cyborg soldier. And Rasputin, a Russian mage warrior. Only one fighter will survive to become the world hero. Emperor's name: And spikes if fighting against an opponent just ain't enough for you. Yon fighting game master, try the deathmatch mode for a little extra spark. These playfields make it slightly more difficult to stay out of harm's way. When you choose deathmatch, you and your opponent enter one of 3 rings, each embedded with something to cause more trauma. You could find yourself fighting Sir VRI, if W Arrest of Fists and Feet of Fury, for fanatical fighting fans few. Big arcade fighting hits the Genesis, with World Heroes from Sega. This 1-year 2-player blockbuster hit explodes with action and special moves. It has all the fighters of the arcade version, all the levels, and even the choice of normal and deathmatch modes. Add voice, terrific backgrounds, bonus rounds, and the spectacular morphing final boss Gigas, and all you need is a towel to wipe off the sweat. Publisher: Sega Players. Lore 2 controller. 3 Burton rounded by furious flames or electricity where the ropes used to be, or avoiding some rather pointed spikes at either end of the background. What more could a fanatical fighter want? Do J-Cam's shoulder ram, by moving the D button away, and then toward with button A toss Fuma's Spherican, by moving the D button down, and then toward with Na. Go for serious fists of fury, with Dragon's Hammer Flurry, by pressing button E awkwardly, and repeatedly. Catch leaping enemies, with Dragon's Fire Dragon Kick. Move your D button away, and then toward with Sutton B. Blast your opponent with Bracken's Hurricane Arm, by moving your D button down. Toward then Uiv toward diagonal, with button A. Anytime your opponent gets too close on an attack, give them some airtime, with a throw by hitching button C1/use airborne attacks, against a jumping enemy, like Hanzu's Dragon Wave, or Dragon's Fire Dragon Kick. Try to keep the more talented close-in fighters, like Muscle Power and Rasputin, at a distance 1/stay away from the edges, in the death matches. Greater than /time your use of projectile-style special moves, so that you launch another just as your opponent is recovering from the first one. UBCRTY, or brother. You befit your brother's FRI Inc. vertical bar, S you beat your, and their friends beat 19Y. Brad, who said vertical bar 1G couldn't be and beat Fuya, you beat them all bad. UJM ready to beat world. Jala your local Blockbuster video store, and sign up by June 15th, and take in the world. Sirfu the tale Muif's long wo home, you play as Mowgli, the man cub. After being found as a baby, in a basket by Bagheera, the Black Panther, you were raised by wolves, and grew up to be as comfortable in the jungle as any animal. But now danger, in the form of the man-eating tiger Shere Khan, has returned to the jungle. Your animal friends have decided that the safest thing for you to do is go to the village of men, and take up life as a human. Each chapter of Disney's The Jungle Book is previewed by a chapter page from the book, complete with depictions of original Jungle Book art, then to be human, and is looking for Mowgli, for the means to his Bagheera, found Mowgli washed up in a little boat. He brought the man cub to the wolves, who raised him as one of their own. Even in the jungle, life goes on and, not to mention hundreds of your britches even act as a pair of monkeys, hedgehogs but not shoot, should you take a fall, Sonic, warthogs, and even Disney's The Jungle Book. Swarms of bees, who don't exactly have a children's theme, but it's consider Mowgli their best friend, no kid tied. As with most good, but as the quintessential jungle games, the play is easy to aim kid, you have some very nifty tricks but difficult to master. Bonus up your sleeve. You can items like fruit or paws flag elephant boa banana, that wood fans are pretty easy to find. Make Nolan Ryan jealous. Take to a compass, and you'll always the tree chops, to swing climb, and know the direction, to the exit, hang on vines lump, and leap with weapon power tips, like the agility of any monkey. And boomerang bananas are more Jungle Book. Look to heed on patrol, to give you hand across the jungle floor, difficult to find. And you'll have to explore thoroughly, to find all the gems, and one-ups. Collect enough gems, and you can go into a bonus round. King Louie has a thing against man cubs. You'll have the opportunity to grab some niche power-ups that rain on down along with King Louie's ammunition. Lions and tigers and snakes. Oh, by banana time. Use coiled, sleeping snakes for a leg up in the jungle. The game options are well thought out, with configurable buttons, 3 difficulty levels, and even a bare necessities feature that gives you pointers, in a nutshell. The graphics and animation were designed with the same digital techniques used to create the Genesis classic Disney's Aladdin. Longtime Disney's The Jungle Book fans will recognize the soundtrack, as well as the accurately depicted cast and creatures. If you thought Disney's Aladdin was the greatest thing since Stolen Bread, try this new Genesis classic. Continued on page 70. Hoy, hints, smack a monkey with a banana, and it will fall out of the tree. Be ready to hurl fruit like mad, to finish off the monkey, before he takes energy from you. If Mowgli takes a fall, his loincloth will catch air. You can try to make a saving swing to hard ground, by steering him with the D button, as he falls. If you loved Disney's Aladdin, here's a brand new one-player game, with the same magical animation, graphics, and musical scores, along with all the action and exciting play that good gamers crave. All the bare necessities are here, and much more. You all know Disney's The Jungle Book. The Sega Vision's editors read this childhood classic as they grew up, and stuffed their faces with untold amounts of popcorn, watching the animated Disney adventure. Disney's The Jungle Book is the story of Mowgli, a child abandoned in the jungle, and raised by wolves, and his adventures on the way to the village of men. Now you can live the adventure on your Genesis. There's a world of fun in Disney's The Jungle Book by Verdant Interactive Entertainment. Publisher: Verdant Interactive Entertainment. Players: 1 controller. Mutton Sea Carrot Jungle Friends and enemies. Bagheera the Panther. Kaa the Snake. Bagheera is Mowgli's friend and guardian. He loaned the man cub. Look to him during the game for advice. Baloo the bear. Kaa would like nothing more than to drop a few coils around Mowgli and give him a long, very tight hug. Baloo knows the bare necessities of survival as a man. He is one of the most loved Disney characters. Colonel Hathi, this big ape, is jealous of your position on the evolutionary ladder. He really wants to be like you. The leader of the Dawn Patrol elephants, and another of Mowgli's jungle friends. Sigu Isamis June/July, Ibfluffle, the most dangerous creature in the jungle. He's been called a man-eater, and he certainly wants to invite Mowgli to dinner. Adventure map SSSSSSSFCB tire, B Istafurdi, where Thiefin starts, S asterisk 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 asterisk. O a bunch o, bananas Q bonus fruit double power banana extra life O boomerang banana compass OP shooter J continue O mask of invulnerability timer Q Bagheera heart Q gems 1 Lewisks 5 asterisk Mufoyat Uyurk Maoyachi at Piao Jungle Boy isn't always fun and games, but it is always a lot of fun. Here are just a few glimpses of Mowgli's antics. Sega Vision's June/G of 1B9 less than I. Full Metal Madness Mime SSHSS L Greedy Godlin Gamels Kyax Grim Squidge has stolen all the stars from the sky and trapped them in crystal globs. For laughs he's scattered them across 4 nearby worlds. If the stars aren't returned to their proper places in the sky, a massive cosmic void will swallow the galaxy. Enter our hero, Tinhead. Hearing a distress call, he battles Grim on 4 worlds with wild alien landscapes. The crystal world is a geometric place full of crystalline life forms and toxic waste. Spaceport is built entirely of marble and bizarre bronze piping, and it's populated by an army of robotic creatures. The Star Hulk is an abandoned ruin of a rusting metallic planet with twisted girders and mutants running amok. Inktech planet is full of pyramids and crazed reptiles. Gadgets, hidden rooms, and Star Search. Each of Tinhead's stages has bunches of wild and wondrous gadgets scattered across the landscape to help you find hidden rooms, collect bonuses, find your lucky star, and locate the exits. Ride escalators, sail skyward on currents of air from massive fans, bounce on trampolines, use magnets to stick to the ceilings, launch yourself from catapults, and use your vehicles to accomplish your objectives. Use your bounce blaster cannon to shred your way through the opposition. Restore the stars by wending your way through each maze-like stage. Up for some galactic pest control across 4 wild worlds with a friendly little metal head. Tinhead for the Genesis from Spectrum Holobyte takes you on a 1-player alien ridding journey through 24 stages, collecting crystal globs, power-ups, and add-on vehicles, while extinguishing weird alien creatures. You bounce, shoot, and search your way across the edge of the galaxy. This password save action / puzzle game pits Tinhead against a mad, extraterrestrial goblin in a quest to restore all the stars to the sky. Nothing major. Publisher: SVTMM. Holobyte players, 1 controller, mutton aria sauce. Vohishin's aim whale on MM72. Search carefully to end hidden areas. Here's the Guardian at Spaceport. Throughout all the stages, as they often take him out, contain the better goodies. HNTS. You can jump higher by holding the jump button longer. In some areas, shorter duration jumps will keep you safe. Learn to use Tinhead's directional shot to take out the baddies without putting the little metal head in harm's way. V1. When paused, you can use the button to scroll the screen in any direction. Do this to avoid obstacles in regions you are not on a timer. Be patient and collect everything in sight. Tinhead can't reach some places and items without the use of vehicles. Avoid getting hit and losing the vehicle before you check out those areas. Less than / goodies are always in the same place. As you learn a region, skip collecting items you don't yet need. Go back and get them when they will do you the most good. Sega Visions June / July 199 Each time you open a metallic orb and find a question mark, you will be transported low a secret bonus round. Every round is different. But in short, collect all the items and exit before lime runs out. DW *J *& T *. Enter the Save the PA Visions. We are alarmed to learn that many people are throwing away those old one-color portables. As if out landfills weren't already overcrowded. Just because these outdated toys can't play any really good game titles doesn't mean they're useless. Maybe you could use one for a nightlight. Or throw away all ancient electronic shra from _B, the inside, and turn it into a really tiny aquarium. Or maybe you could glue a couple onto the bottom of your shoes and tell everybody they're authentic platform pumps from the 70s. Send us a photo or drawing of your ideas for recycling these monochrome gizmos, and you might win big. I've already dumped yours, no probs. Just clip out the picture on this page and let your imagination run wild. Vertical bar. Just come up with a good way to recycle your old monochrome porto. My @flo // xilchat wobbly = 74. Lane * contest, and here's what you could win. GRFL Ltd prize A, Sega Game Gear Sports Pack, a Game Gear Game Genie, and Sega Visions t-shirt. Get a Game Gear. Get a life. Only Game Gear gives you more than 150 great, full-color portable adventures. Game Gear owners enjoy great action, sports, and puzzle games anywhere they feel like playing. Now you can even get full-fledged RPGs like Shining Force, The Sword of Hidayah, fast action driving games like GP Rider, and high-stakes card games from the Poker Face Paul series. Look at all the great Game Gear titles in this issue and ask yourself why anybody would settle for portable games the color of radioactive puke. Hersipfzagamj asterisk gamjganwg underscore dot da Sega Visions t-shirt. Tjeb choose the Game Gear Shiu of our choice and a Sega Visions TSHFRT. Oh, here are the rules, so list up. 1. No purchase necessary. Save your money for college. Contest is void, where prohibited to enter please out the official entry form below or provide the same info on SV2 card. Print nice, penmanship counts. No, just kidding, but print nice anyway, okay? Bundle it up with your photo, drawing, or other masterpiece, and zip it off to this address. Sega Visions Save the Planet Contest, P.O. Box 3899 Redwood City, CA 94064 3. All entries must be postmarked by August 30th, 1934. No mechanically reproduced entry forms will be accepted. Enter as often as you like, but mail each entry separately. That means in separate envelopes, not on separate occasions. Sega Visions is not responsible for lost, late, misdirected, or stolen entries. Hey, we have no clout at the post office. Oh yeah, mutilated or illegible entries will be disqualified. 4. The prizes for each of the 5 winners will be as stated on this page. Cash will not be awarded in lieu of stated prize. Winners are solely responsible for all applicable federal, state, and local taxes. 5. The 5 winners will be selected by the editors of Sega Visions. The decision of the editors is final. No, we can't be bribed. Winners will be announced in the October/November issue of Sega Visions. By signing the entry form, you grant Sega Visions the right to reproduce your winning entry. All entries become the property of Sega Visions and cannot be returned. Winners may also be required to sign an affidavit of eligibility and requested to sign a publicity release prior to publication of the winning entries in Sega Visions. 6. This contest is open to all residents of the US and Puerto Rico, except employees of Sega of America or any of its affiliates and their immediate families. Official entry form. I complete the information requested below on this entry form or a 3x5 iCard and mail it stapled to your photo or artwork to Sega Visions. Save the Planet Contest, P.O. Box 3899, Redwood City, CA 94064. I name J address, iCity _ state zip I Sega, Sega Visions, and Game Gear are trademarks of Sega. 1994 Sega. All rights reserved. Autolix Astro Usmi Empire. It's 50 BC, and the Romans have conquered all of Gaul except for your village. What's a loyal countryman to do? Quite a bit, as it turns out. As you progress through Astif's 30 incredibly diverse levels, yon must punch hop 01 this button to raise a barrier them. And you usually have to fight off an enemy or two just to reach the potions. Of course, one man can hardly be expected to conquer Rome on his own, especially such a tiny guy. That's where Asterix's bottom-heavy sidekick, Obelix, comes into play. His talents are moving heavy objects and smashing barriers to bits. You have to play as both characters to win the end. Sometimes you just have it go with the now game, and it's up to you to decide when to switch from one to the other. Think size. Even with 2 heroes, this game is extremely tough. You'll be grateful for the password that you get after completing each level, and for the option to play on easy mode. Rome wasn't ruled in a day, a word to the wise. When in doubt, wait. Take a moment to sniff out enemies in your path, especially those that appear and disappear at intervals. Before moving to a lower level, for example, wait for an arrow to fly by, then jump and run for it before another arrow is shot. And before trying to overtake that dangerous bunny, get a feel for its scampering range. Remember, there's no time limit, and taking an unnecessary hit is positively gulling. If you come up against a barrier, search for a key to grab or a pad to jump on. Don't linger on the clouds. They dissolve quickly. Always watch out for spikes overhead and underfoot. Sometimes they recede and reemerge. Some platforms disappear or fall, but they always come back if you walk away and then return. Snag every potion. None of them will poison you. Banging your head on a ceiling doesn't count as a hit, but it can slam you out of control on the way down. You can't firebomb small animals. Vanquished enemies stay that way if you retrace your steps. Watch the demo of level 2 at the front end of the game for more strategy tips. ULHMFW will roam, never fall. First Asterix took the Empire by storm on the Genesis. Now the pint-size warrior battles imperialism on the Game Gear in Asterix and the Great Rescue, a rollicking one-player strategy/adventure game from Sega. And his task couldn't be tougher. Asterix's countless hidden enemies, puzzling pathways, and perilous pits of fire give your wits and your fists a serious workout. It's also mighty entertaining, thanks to the antics of Asterix and friends, the razor-sharp graphics, and a passel of Galactoons. Publisher: Sega players. 1 gear to gear. No hop a ride on a jellyfish. If you can't see a way up, maybe the stairs are invisible. Astro or OBX, so you know that you have to play as both characters to win the game. But which character when? A quick inventory of their talents should help you decide. To switch characters, press up and button 2 at the same time. Asterix dodges fire bursts more than Obelix can pound through blue walls, BI than Bisportly Pal. Hold down button 2 to wind up his swing, then release. Asterix can size when the ceiling is low. Only Asterix can use potions. Sega Visions June/Ju 1990. Obelix has the brute force to roll the steel ball. When in doubt, play as Asterix. You never know when you'll need to break into a run. Hi, when you reach this point, but don't see th platform, lust chill or a second. Diamonds are a gall's best friend. Hop on this pad toe, over the pool tire. Tiptoe through me tulips to help you get deeper into level 3. We are giving you a guided tour of the first sublevel. Just to end plant life in this forest and collect all the potions. You don't need them to get out of the woods. Be our tips. Make use of all the tea, they'll come in handy later. Use the blue lower as a stepping, but you don't need that firebomb. Here, knock out this woodpecker before you go out on a limb, toward an extra life. Stone. Be careful, it sinks when you, an uppercut takes care of the guard. Descend to the next branch. He's land on it, then hop up the clutchel. The third flower holds a double dose of pocketing diamonds. Along the way, firebomb potion. Hike up the invisible stairway, leap over the killer bunny to grab the end at level potion. You're home free. Also available on Genesis, dodge flame bursts of burning lava and rocks on your magic carpet. In short, escape, Icon of Wonders, Bitmerk, you become a shish kebab. This, good versus evil. You versus Jafar. Seemed like a fair fight. Well, he's got the lamp. Then again, you're Aladdin. You'll figure something out. He's a cobra. A big cobra. And he's a little upset. Use Tysimachar to him, know what's up. It's the only thing he'll understand, trust us. Go left to get the key. As your first move, bounce oil plants trapped in the spider in the game. And punch that snooty webs. Hut, don't dally, they shifty. Love your way. Under your weight. Watch your step on these platforms, they're anything but stable. Show those sentries no respect. Magic potions are essential to your progress. They let you take shortcuts, evade some enemies, and knock out others. Your inventory can hold 3 doses of each potion at a time. If you waste those fire bombs or clouds, just retrace your steps and pick up another triple dose. Hop on a cloud lore lift. JL. Less than IMM hurt a fireball to take out any guard not within punching distance. The camouflage potion wraps in IV, so you can sneak past this one shot of the floating potion. Gives Ghostly Palace guard you more of a boost than the same dose at Cloud Potion. Other power-ups. The Mega Power-up lets you jump in big bursts and also protects you against fire. Drink from the chalice to restore your health completely. Chow down on a turkey to recover from 1 damage hit, and grab a heart for an extra life. But don't get too excited, the 1-ups are few and far between. Poker vertical bar, play 2 ways. Video POKERYOUW the computer. Or S cards to you try and outlaw for computer J players. Try it, the keyword here. /R/Game Gear Extras. Pinball on the FT, diabolical contraption. A hedgehog cannonball can hop a free ride in the direction of the arrows. Your mission is straightforward, but it's a challenge. Slam your way through the SV2 fortress's toxic pools, lava powerhouse, and machine on your way to the showdown with Robotnik. Spinach anything and everything while snagging all the rings you can grab. Knock out drop targets to bust open barriers, warp into boss areas, and drain toxic ooze away from precious power emeralds. Take some wild rides down chutes, up geyser accelerators, and across dangerously unstable platforms. And don't forget to collect those emeralds. A 1 word of advice. Remember that you're not dealt bellows give you a boost it. You fall behind the first dipper in the lava powerhousing with any old pinball. All Sonic's trademark moves enter the gameplay. In addition to spinning like a whirlwind, he runs, jumps, smirks, and grooves to the soundtrack of techno tunes with his customary flair. So watch out, Robotnik. This ball of velocity, on attitude LMTTICWINAS, J.S, of mouse carrot noggin, you foiled look. There's more to the bonus rounds than extra rings. These sunken treasure chests contain extra lives, mega points, and more. Dive into Dr. Robolna's volcano, SV2 fortress, to save the creatures of Mafrius, for a higher view. Looks worth a leap. Grab glittering emeralds to advance to the boss rounds. Double trouble. Stay on top it, this ghoulish pair, and bop each one repeatedly. IRML, desperate for some portable Sonic. The wait is over. The original Blue Streak slams his way back onto the small screen, in all his spiny glory, in Sega's Sonic Spinball, for the Game Gear. This time Robotnik set up a robot factory in this volcanic SV2 fortress, and Sonic must crash through the elaborate pinball security system to foil his archenemy. Help the world's coolest hedgehog save Mobius from mechanical doom by bouncing off more gears, bumpers, pistons, padlocks, and robotic enemies than any megalomaniac has ever assembled before. One publisher. Sega 1 Gear to Gear. No players. 10,000 points P***, 8** SOER DCJS8. Green Muscle Machine Uln, Large the Incredible Hulk, pits you against the minions of the leader, who seems a little like the Hulk himself. He's ingenious, mutated by gamma rays, and solid green, from head to foot. The major difference is that the leader has his dot bust open a bouncing kidney Lorigama capsule in the brain's fortress sights set on world domination, and he's assembled a military of mutated thugs to eliminate anyone who gets in his way. To reach the leader's lair, you must wring robots' necks, ward off trident-wielding Romans, and bash primeval creatures to pieces, all while avoiding a variety of lethal booby traps. But what's really scary is that all the bosses are kind of like you. Tyrannosus IQ rivals your own. Abomination has the same glowing olive complexion, and the other three mirror you in their own sick ways. How can you defeat these twisted versions of yourself? Mutation, of course, is the key. You're awesomely powerful in Super Hulk form, with special moves like the Sonic Clap and Double Punch. A few hits reduce you to Hulk, plain and simple, and a few more shrink you into Dr. Bruce Banner, a brilliant but not too brawny guy, although he does have a few tricks up his slender sleeve. If you've been taken down to size, you can pick up Mega Gammas, and bulk back up to Hulk out mode, for nearly uncontrollable power. With all these incarnations at your disposal, what are you waiting for? Take to the screen, and tussle with some muscle. If you can't see a clear path, shatter. Pillar or a wall. First the Incredible Hulk exploded onto the Genesis. Now he squeezes his bulk onto your Game Gear, so you can battle nefarious mutants, wherever you go. This one-player action/adventure title, from US Gold, is a hand-to-hand combatant's dream game. The enemies are plentiful, the action is non-stop, and the graphics are eye-popping. You've never seen muscle definition like this. Publisher: US Got Gear to Gear. Ho Players: 1S. Only David Banner can squeeze into some areas. Sioujin's Jun/Jumiyasa knock enemies to the floor, then finish them off with an uppercut. Robots, Romans, and some lizards don't die until they break into pieces. Break open crates for gamma capsules. Normal gammas increase your energy level, but you need a mega gamma to assume Hulk out status. Some power-ups reappear after you use them. The first time, give a lizard a lava bath. You can elude a few enemies without ever confronting them. After you smash a pillar, you can throw the fragments. The Incredible Hulk Contest. TZZFT greater than SF. The prizes. The rules. 1. No purchase necessary. Contest is void, where prohibited. 2. To enter, please fill out the official entry form, at right, or provide the same info on a 3x5 card, bundle it up with your entry, and zip it off to this address, Sega Visions. Incredible Hulk Contest, P.O. Box 3899, Redwood City, CA 94064-3. All entries must be postmarked by August 30th, 1994. Enter as often as you like, but mail each entry separately. Sega Visions is not responsible for lost, late, misdirected, or stolen entries. Mutilated or illegible entries will be disqualified for. The prizes for each of the winners will be as stated above. Cash will not be awarded in lieu of stated prize. Winners are solely responsible for all applicable federal, state, and local taxes. 5. Winners will be selected by the editors of Sega Visions. The decision of the editors is final. Winners will be announced in the October/November issue of Sega Visions. By signing the entry form, you grant Sega Visions the right to reproduce your winning entry. All entries become the property of Sega Visions. 1 grand prize, original art of Tyrannus, from the Incredible Hulk collectible card set, complete set of 4 Incredible Hulk video game, 3x6-inch collector's cards. Genesis, or Game Gear version, of Incredible Hulk video game, Incredible Hulk No. 1 comic book collector's reprint, Incredible Hulk temporary tattoos, Incredible Hulk movie size poster, approximate retail value C. 575 1. First prize, complete set of 4 Incredible Hulk video game, 3x6-inch collector's cards Genesis, or Game Gear version, of Incredible Hulk video game, Incredible Hulk No. 1 comic book collector's reprint, Incredible Hulk temporary tattoos, Incredible Hulk movie size poster, approximate retail value. 575 2. Second prizes, complete set of 4 Incredible Hulk video game, 3x6-inch collector's cards, Incredible Hulk No. 1 comic book collector's reprint, Incredible Hulk temporary tattoos, Incredible Hulk movie size poster, approximate retail value. S19 Third prizes, Sega Visions, chart approximate retail value. S12 approximate retail value of all prizes, 11.7 and cannot be returned. Winners may also be required to sign an affidavit of eligibility and a publicity release prior to publication of the winning entries in Sega Visions, or Sega Visions reserves the right to select an alternate winner. 6. This contest is open to all residents of the US, Puerto Rico, and Canada except employees of Sega of America, US Gold, Marvel Comics, and their immediate families. Official entry form. Complete the information requested below on this entry form or a 3HV5 card right bracket and mail it stapled to your photo or artwork to Sega Visions, Incredible Hulk Contest, P.O. Box 3899, Redwood City. CA address __ City Sega, Genesis Game Gear, and Sega Visions, are trademarks of Sega, 1994 Sega. All rights reserved. Sega Visions June/July 19 FLFL. We've rounded up another batch of the latest and greatest games to your favorite Sega machine, from side-scrolling action to in-depth role-playing, to brain-bruising puzzle games. The crazed critics of S less than T greater than U Visions have the inside scoop and hot hints on MSO, Killer Tides. To see how these new offerings stack up, check out our Sonic ratings at the bottom of each review. Speaking of Sonic ratings, die entries are still rolling in on our Name the Ratings contest. Check out this month's for those thirsting for adventure. Here's a system that's all wet, from Eric Eberhardt in Riverside, Illinois. Perrier vertical bar .. Evelyn F .. tap whale *** Lake Michigan $$ toilet unless you're a dog. F. Here's a lunker load of freshwater fish fun from Danny Smith in Timberville, Virginia. Largemouth bass. S * northern pike vertical bar j walleye line of crappie perch Martin Ribick of Matchwa, New Jersey, took a sound approach to the rating system. CD mini disc cassette record 8-track Myron Avery came up with these ratings on the last train to Clarksville, Tennessee, and claims they prove what a man with too much time on his hands can do. Ultrasonic supersonic, hypersonic, hyposonic, subsonic. We got some earthy answers to the ratings question from Delia KL Iosiaglione of Bend, Illinois. Sky's the limit ******* down to earth ***** vertical bar Fulaki Road ***** John Dyer of Albuquerque, New Mexico proved he had the right material for the contest. Silk denim cotton wool polyester and Stacy Fike of ML Pleasant, Michigan, took us for a ride. These answers: roller coaster bumper cars, Ferris wheel merry-go-round teacher taught got a better idea. Oh yeah, sure. Well, okay, maybe you actually do. If so, mind sharing it with us. Send your version of the Sonic ratings to Sega Vision Sonic Ratings Contest P.O. Box 5346 1 Sichi, CA 94063. If you win, we'll print your response and zip you off an extremely rare, highly collectible, not available in any store, at any price, and we don't care who you know, Yaugatra win it. If you wanna wear it, Sika VISIONSSHIRT. True story. Powermonger calling all control freaks. Give your ego a serious boost. Send your followers to do battle against petty warlords high in attempt to unite all lands under their rightful king. You. With Powermonger CM Electronic Arts, real-time simulation fans ought to have fun, winning settlements, minds, hearts, and future efforts through word, deed, and battle. With more detail, and more worlds, now 500, than the Genesis version, and a new digital soundtrack, the CD version offers improvement over the original R. You going to lead your followers to glory or destruction? It's in your lap, mighty Powermonger. Revengers of Vengeance mix a fighting title with RPG themes, and Ilyihayuji, greater than, Luftrunkers of Vigtua from Absolute Entertainment. This 1-year 2-player Sega CD offers a different animated intro for each of the 10 possible characters, mild fighting action with special moves, and a chance to take out the evil Venom. This disc gives you RP-style character building, and the chance to design your own character in one of the 3 modes of play. With great-looking introductory graphics, and fairly simplistic game graphics, the title may feel a bit uneven, but overall it's an original hybrid of themes you've seen before. To speed gameplay, zoom in all the way. On the close-up map you won't see much detail, but things move along at a taster clip. Increase your food supply with sheep. Each time you attack grazing sheep you get 180 food items. Not bad. Send out spies. They get executed if caught, but the info is worth it. Start inventing as soon as you are able. A cannon can really help. Publisher. Electronic Arts. To throw a fireball, do a back. /down diagonal, down /down diagonal, forward on the D button, and hit a button V. Don't go to the gym for training too often. It increases your stress level, and speeds the days till you're meeting with Venom, less than /buy, and use items to increase your stats. Right bracket F. You should be able to find each fighter's weak spot in a couple of matches. No players, 1 rating. HA3 graphics sound controls challenge, overall fun publisher. Absolute Entertainment no. Players, 1 or 2 rating. MA13 graphics sound controls challenge overall fun 90. Genesis Wing Commander, kick some Kirathi butt. The wildly popular Wing Commander Sense has finally landed on the Sega CD, courtesy of Electronic Arts and Origin. Embark on the Vega campaign's hair-raising missions. From the original PC version of the game, the flight sim interface is back in all its first-person glory, along with the great graphics, sizzling space combat, and storyline that challenges your character to evolve from a lowly space cadet to an galactic hero. This version of Winged Contney Eichler will send you soaring. So fire away ace, and put the Kirathi in their lowly place. Risk world domination types who've enriched through the board game version of Risk are gonna find a lot to like here. 1 to 6 players, take turns conquering countries, moving troops, and lobbing cannonballs at the enemy. The game can be played in its traditional mode, or arcade version, in which you blast away at the opponent with a battery of cannons. Options include a continuous attack and fast battle, which cuts to the grisly details of the encounter. In either the pure strategy or hybrid arcade mode, this game delivers all the satisfying tactics and face oils of the original. High Battle Tour and Duel. The Battle for Arakiska Thinking Warriors game. That means you need more than firepower and quick reflexes. Economics are important. So arc defensive structures and troops, and all that ain't worth a dime if you can't back it up with brilliant strategy. You play as one of three houses: the Atreides, the Ordos, or the Harkonnen. You're trying to squelch the other two by constructing a base, mining for spice, and producing infantry and weaponry. Each house holds a particular advantage and requires a different strategy to win. King O. The Monsters 2 everything in King of Tin 1 Monsters 2 is bigger, badder, and meaner than in its predecessor. You choose from 9 brawny creatures, each with its own barrage of special attacks and weapons. Then you slug it out with a friend or the computer to destroy 10 locations around the world. With colorful graphics, some special moves, and challenging competitors, King of the Monsters 2 packs a solid punch. Add the extra challenge of a third dimension depth and you have a cutesy game that will keep fighting fans coming back for more. F to warp through the dead space, push buttons B and C together. F request a landing from the Tiger's Claw before attempting to land. F use 4 missiles or 7 direct hits with laser to destroy the first Flabog fighters. Unless you're feeling lucky or suicidal, V send your trikes out immediately to don't attack a country. WRTH, mode search for new spice armies, then you can muster. / trample enemy troops with your take Australia first. FS the easiest country. Harvester Nento defend, keep some troops close to home for take South America next. Protection against enemy attacks. Publisher Origin / Electronic Arts, no players, 1 rating. MFL 13 graphics *1, sound S***, controls M challenge ****, dollar, overall fun T greater than #** publisher. Parker Brothers rating. EA publisher. Virgin Interactive 1 / crush the buildings, or destroy the aircraft to reveal special power-ups. Collect the FJS for more power, and the Ls for moat life. A long distance attack is less powerful than a swift punch or a kick. Publisher Takara, no players, 1 or 2 rating. Ma 18 __ graphics *SS graphics S $, vertical bar graphics, sound S sound L I sound, controls *$ H, controls *SJ controls challenge $$ challenge challenge, overall fun J $, overall fun $, overall fun T. Genesis Mario Andretti Normies Beach Bo F. The mark of a true racing champion has always been the ability to win in any type of car and on any type of track. Mario Andretti is one of those select few. Puts you behind the wheel of 3 different racers, Indy Stock and Sprint. This 1-year 2-player Genesis title from Ha Sports has different physics for each type of car and track, multiple views, modes, and allied computer racers offer plenty of varied racing action. You get great looking digitized video clips, lots of speech, and solid delized raring sounds. No, it's not a 50s hick. This Genesis action romp from Electronic Arts is a fairly typical platform style tied with comic overtones. The short of the story is that some beach and slipshave been kidnapped and Nami has to traverse time and space to recover them. As a single player, you face 6 bosses in 29 levels. Using weapons like rubber chickens, cream pies, and bananas, you go canoeing, bounce on pigs, and swing from vines. While not groundbreaking in Grapple Chicks music or sound effects, this is a pliable little game that might offer a nerdy beach hero some excitement. Start your engines and get ready for a wild ride. Day 2 East has enhanced the arcade classic Oitrun and added a 2-player feature to create outer humors for the Genesis. Race a friend and the clock around the world through Mode Die in 30 scenarios, or just race the computer through 8 competition courses in Die original mode. With your choice of 8 roadsters, you'll drive through cities, deserts, jungles, and even underwater regions. But even with a wide variety of options and multiple story endings, Ultra Niers is still pretty mild for a 2-player racer. Champions World Cup Soccer. Put the ball in the net. WD Champions World Cup Soccer for the Genesis from Flying Edge. His 1-year 2-player soccer title offers regular exhibition play or a tournament mode. With 4 languages, English, French, German, and Spanish, his kart is a true multilingual gaming experience. Add formation choices, radar to watch the rest of the field, and 32 national teams to choose from, and you've got a fairly well-rounded game. Players can even turn die penalties off for more punishing play. Check the instant replay to see your major search for hidden areas ***** carat ales ****. Here you climb up you'll gel extra energy. Treat the throw-ins carefully. Toss toward an open player and sprint. Carry as much speed into the turns as you can handle, and no more carrot as you get dose to a whale on the turns. In a stock car, pulse your accelerator rather than braking. In Indy racing, start turns on the outside of the track, then cut to the inside edge. Publishes 1, Electronic Arts. No players. Lore 2, Hating. GA graphics sound controls challenge overall fun collect the beach balls. Every 25,000 points gives you a 1-up. Avoid other weapons. Once you get the rocks, enemies usually lurk in the hidden areas. Don't say we didn't warn you, publisher. Electronic Arts. No players. 1 rating. GA graphics sound controls challenge overall fun VL. If S speed you're after, mad power blows all away. V with manual gears, downshift around comers instead of braking. V if your opponent tries to pass you, steer directly in front of him. Publisher. Day to East. No players. 1 or Z rating. Not yet rated. Graphics sound controls challenge overall fun less than / you get the ball farther up the field by kicking and chasing. Less than / try the goalie from an angle. When fouls are on, sliding kicks often become tripping penalties. Publisher. Hitting edge. No players. 1 or Z rating. Not yet rated. Graphics sound controls challenge overall fun 92. 2. V. 3S8 Debman, Venom HH RAFS, coming this summer. S general greater than JLAIM. Game Bear Game Gear Game Gear, High-Tech Queen Classic C Battle NS, Up TFTENT, in this Terra Missiles Might 90, Kirby UUH, or Kerplunk. F. Racing your ships toward the edges of the grid reduces the chances of being found in the first multi-warhead salvos. Less than / each special weapon is on a specific ship, so use them before you lose them. The enemy tends to fire at squares next to hits, so spread your ships out. RL Shoplifter Pack. Attack the classic board game battleship, enters the high-tech oceans of a Tom Clancy novel, thanks to some very creative design work from Mindscape. The game features 8 levels and a total of 40 battles. Passwords are provided at the conclusion of each successful battle. As you work your way up the chain of command, from lowly seaman to lofty admiral, you get new ships and weapons. A game gets more fun, with multi-warhead Tomahawk missiles, aerial recon, and enough gadgetry and goodies to keep the country's defense contractors overpaid into the next century. Good solid fun. Fly the hostile skies with Extreme Entertainment's Choplifter Far Game Gear. A terrorist organization has seized control of 5 allied peacekeeping bases in oil-rich Maghreb and taken more than 100 hostages. Your mission: Airlift them to safety. Infiltrate enemy lines to pick them up. Then blast tanks, gunboats, and other air fighters. Lay waste to hidden prisons. And bomb a jungle or two to the ground to bring them safely to your base. All this air combat requires precision aim and steering. Mean you're low on energy, the slightest collision with a building, or even a bird, will send you and your men up in flames. Get to count them, 2 all-time classic video games in one, with PFLC-NAFK from Namco. Pac-Man Returns, portable style, in an addictive Tetris-like puzzle game. You line up ghosts horizontally and vertically so that when Pac-Man falls, he gobbles as many as possible. Aside from the normal go for the high score mode, Pac-Attack offers a 2-player versus mode, in which you use a gear-to-gear cable to link up with a friend, and a puzzle mode which allots you just a few Pac-Men to gobble up all the prearranged ghosts. If you wanna kill time while you're on the road, Pac-Attack is sure to keep you busy. Spider-Man Arcade's Revenge 5 superheroes on your Game Gear. You're gonna need them all in Spider-Man Looks Men. Arcade's Revenge from Flying Edge. A deranged prankster named Arcade has imprisoned the X-Moo in his lethal amusement park. You begin the game as Spidey, who must foil Arcade's elaborate security system to teach his pals. Then you can continue play as everyone's favorite arachnid, or help any of the X-Men battle Arcade's clowns and toy soldiers. Each character must survive 2 levels of Funhouse Horror if the group has a prayer of defeating their captor. With all this superhero action, we only wish that the graphics were a little crisper. /II/O an area of enemies before going for the hostages, /throw down a rope to rescue shipboard hostages, /buy above the storm doubts. V use the next block info to place your Cunant piece strategically / don't box ghosts in with bricks on all sides. V in puzzle mode, use button 2 to change Pac-Man's direction for the best attack possible. **K***R.HMN No players. Lord 2V Storm can blast open an oyster for an invisibility whirlwind. V Rhino's weak spot is his head. Wail on it. V watch those landmines. FF side ops trips 1, he loses a life. Graphics F graphics W%FY #K graphics if a sunrise vertical bar S vertical bar L $, sound G $, F $5 controls controls 5 * vertical bar challenge 5 challenge * 5s overall fun $F vertical bar overall fun $3 send size jet / and 1114 Nutcher. Rush * no. Players 1 Mergle graphics $99 sound 99 * 1 controls HW challenge A overall fun. Argam check. To yours 32 Exprin asks ENIOY *ESUPENOIGW Jmtuna Pike Trove Diojeflux 5 Mwai expensive less were meme proven 32M E play checked spot PN D games already MR equal SSSSSWI S32-bit game po LKFA is burning greater than hot T being ICQ HEMFME 1 I'm Liam Ravel WWRT greater than *ETOISIN Sapses T classic PC FFLMR *med dangerous A D adventure 8 Erdic William Offxapidfler responsive FT tire high around the wild knuckle tracks S32X W115WHITEL *SUPERSSS saw more 32B/F Flynn *2S #FLM %S5R or Kami Sitchings contest win PP %ACK New York shown H7 W TTI for Hamoftars 3 times a week. Does set Take FW Sesam Kidney Traz Carat, Ritum Tokolji, Incepturns or P asterisk she, SP Carat Inkta. If you full court, a full team nego game, MRIMMM. FTFUKI OE it on DIS 9FTFT greater than FTFL climb into the driver's seat with Formula One World Championship from Sega. The first racing tide for the Sega CD offers heart-pounding racing simulation, chock full of great digitized video and voice. Put on your gloves and calling all sports, with the NHL and NBA playoffs winding down and summer hearing full swing, the World Cup is coming to cities across the USA. What better time to crank up the AC and leap into some hot color gaming? Whether on the Sega CD, the Genesis, or the Game Gear, there are plenty of great new sports tides to check out, and Sega Visions has the scoop. Power one over the center field wall with ESPN Baseball Tonight for the Genesis from Sony ImageSoft. This solid slugfest offers Chris Berman as your host, gives you all 28 major league clubs, and takes you all the way through the pennant race and the playoffs to the World Series. 100 sports game fans should take a gander at the new Sega Sports Systems. Just in time for graduation or Father's Day, you can pick up a Game Gear in a great new color, Genesis or Sega CD, with a spectacular sports title included. The system for sports fans and a sports game too. What'll they think of next? Get behind the wheel. This one is the real thing. How about sitting down with 7 of your closest friends for a little slam fest? Double Dribble. The playoff edition from Konami for the Genesis lets 8 players pound the parquet simultaneously with die help of 2 Sega team players. Pass it up the field with Sega's World Championship Soccer II for the Genesis. The top player game really kicks out die excitement. This 1-to-4-player grass kicker gives you the world's most popular game in all its glory. Lastly, check out World Cup USA 94 for both the Genesis and the Game Gear from US Gold. Instead of just hearing about World Cup action from city to city around the country, go for some yourself. Jam it, the no rules, WN and dirty, fast and video game. Get it includes free CD, sampler fee to Shihu, Bratilda. Bak. Eon. The playoffs competition lets you vie for the National or American League pennant. If you capture it, the Genesis determines the other league's winner, and you go up against them for the World Series. In addition to exhibition and playoffs competition, ESPN Baseball Tonight has a practice mode that'll let you fine-tune your technique before you leap into the pennant race. And in the home run derby, 1 or 2 players can knock them into the cheap seats. You get 15 pitches to show your stuff, blast 11, and they'll label you major leaguer. Sports Center. Listen to Chris Berman as he gives you the lowdown in the game. To slide, press button C as you approach the base. Adjust the batter's position button before using button. Hardball. America's national pastime is back and in full swing. Slide into the game yourself with ESPN Baseball Tonight. This 1-year 2-player arcade-style cart from Sony ImageSoft for the Genesis brings you amazingly lifelike player movement. You also get the one and only Chris Berman, with plenty of unusually clear digitized voice. Play with any of the 28 major league clubs. Choose from exhibition or playoffs competition, and power one to the park. Publisher: Sony ImageSoft Players. Lore 25S5SSR Sega Visions June/Ju 1994 Tight and Send Screamer Whirl. You not only got the batter out on strikes, you get to see him hang his head. Check out your bench and your bullpen at the lineup screen. Watch for pitcher fatigue after 4 innings. When pitching with a right-hander against left-handed batters, you can get the first 2 strikes easily. Just move your chucker to the right side of the mound and release right up the middle end. Slightly inside T/ to view lead-offs, hold button C and your D button toward the appropriate base. You can control the ball somewhat after the pitch by moving the D button. Use the password option to save your team's progress. Genesis Sports System is Joe Montana, really in Uke Genesis. It should be enough to get the #1 selling 16-bit Genesis home entertainment system. The Genesis has an amazing library, with more than 525 game titles, available scads of sports titles. But that's not enough for you, is it? Okay. Alright, how about the Genesis Sports System? You get your Genesis, and you get one of the hottest Sega sports hits, NFL Football 94, starring Joe Montana. And you get 2 control pads, so you and the soon-to-be loser of your choice can go head-to-head. Good enough. You want more? Okay, to pad the offer, Sega is throwing in a free official Sega Sports seat cushion to protect your posterior while you cheer your favorite team. Sega CD Sports System, the most popular CD-ROM video game system ever, has some of the most realistic sports gaming you can get. Sega is offering Sports Fanatics, a Sega CD sports system that teams up the hot-selling CD peripheral for the Genesis with Joe Montana's NFL Football. This top seller of a CD title has Montana coaching players through great pigskin contests with all 28 NFL teams in exhibition, season playoff, and Super Bowl modes. You get spectacular 3D scaling and zoom that add amazing realism to the game's fast action player animations, including 360-degree spins and diving catches. Add great CD sound, and you'll almost feel the hits. Sports gamers want realism, and you can't get much more real than this. If you got much closer, you'd get the pain of being crunched by a monster linebacker. QF vertical bar GA's new ****. Paxed Natstat ****** ULIMTT60 *****. Fo, a caret *0W less than Wes and hardware SYZLJ H me FCS sports video set a Segato IA and Nation GFFT Gear Sports System Sonic Blue Game Gear. The folks that brought you the first color portable games have gone one better. You can get your Game Gear unit itself in color. And what color would a true blue sports fanatic type expect from the company that brought you Sonic the Hedgehog? Leading question. Green? Nah. Orange? No way. Blue? Darn right. Even more, the Game Gear Sega Sports System comes with the smash hit World Series baseball holder of both Major League Baseball and Major League Players Association licenses. Not enough. Okay, you also get a terrific Holds Eve Wraith in GBUM He-Kite Hensink Deluxe carry-all bag. If I hold your blue Game Gear and sold separately, of course, rechargeable battery pack, super wide gear, car adapter, TV tuner, and up to 1-2 games. Whoa. Sega Visions June/July IASN. Formula 1 Stan, your engines, you're wearing your helmet, gloves, and asbestos underwear. The sleek McLaren is juiced and ready to rip through the Donington course. Ground trembling, bone-shaking screams of revving engines surround you. The sky looks a little gray. Did you select your heavy traction tires? But forget all diet, cause the green flag is up, and ... Hey, wait a sec. This is just a video game, isn't it? SAST CSMSN, when you damage your car in any way, get to die pit stop as soon as possible. The longer you wait, the more lime you lose. What makes Formula 1 so gripping? Action-packed video sequences, for one thing. The world's first racing CD delivers in-your-face scenes of massive wipeouts, up-close views of tight passes, and cameo appearances by today's racing heroes. Digitized voices of racers and track announcers heighten the realism and give you crucial advice. Press the A and B buttons simultaneously when you're stuck off-road. This turns the car in any direction you need to go, and fast 100 for real, as it gets 111R, 111 UPOK, hot rod. We know you can drive fast, but can you race? Optimize your car for any course, adapt to changing weather and track conditions in a heartbeat. Can you outsmart the toughest opponents on wheels? Are you good enough to compete? Formula One World Championship tests your skill and your smarts on the Sega CD like no racing sim before. With digitized racing footage, competition drawn from actual races, and a G-inducing first-person perspective, this CD leaves the competition in the dust. Publisher: Sega Players, 1 controller, 3 and Mutton NYR. This ain't no pit stop, but how real is the gameplay? As real as it gets. The 1993 mode lets you reenact actual races from last year. You take over the car of a real participant at a key point in the race. Think you can do better than he did? All the details from the historical race are there, from the car's specs, the performance of your opponents, and even the weather on the day of the race. Before you take over, the driver you are replacing will give you pointers. Listen to him. If you'd rather take control of an entire racing season, enter the Sega Park circuit wouldn't be complete without Niwa you know who. Grand Prix itself. You'll compete against actual race teams on 16 courses around the world, from Monte Carlo to Adelaide in Australia. One crucial detail. You have to qualify first, and your time determines your choice of cars. Step into a real race driver's shoes in 1993 mode. And teams. If you get a lousy qualifying time, whittle it down before you enter the Grand Prix. You'll have more fun with better equipment and a better teammate. Or if the pressure gets to you, warm up in free run to master your controls, your course, and your vehicle. You can see the udder on the cow. You're too close. Uderly close / Grand Prix has a password feature, so don't stress about winning the trophy in one day. / watch your side mirrors for unwelcome company. For an added challenge, set the weather to rainy / in Grand Prix mode. Listen carefully to the announcer. The Williams cars are the top of the line in Grand Prix mode. Preview the upcoming course for the in 1993 mode. An arrow points out the lowdown on all its turns and slopes car you need to pass. Rock'em, Sock'em UIE footage. Formula One's innovative use of digitized live action puts you in the driver's seat like nothing you've seen before. By interspersing the gameplay with footage from real races, it lets you relive the thrill of the sport's greatest moments and puts you in control of the outcome. It's a high World Championship Soccer II offers 3 difficulty settings and 3 kick-in modes of play. In exhibition game you choose your favorite national soccer team and play against the computer or the human of your choice. To lean technique or just for the fun of it, you can pit the CPU against itself and watch matches between teams you select. The challenge game gives you 16 progressively more difficult teams, one right after select exhibition, challenge game, or world championship the game select screen. Another with password save. By selecting World Championship game you can play any match and any team from the 1986, 1990, or 1994 World Championships. In the Designer Championship, you can construct the world's most popular game from in it. The rest of the world may call it football, but no matter what the name, soccer is still the biggest sport on the planet. Just in time for the World Cup's arrival in the United States, SEGA is bringing you World Championship Soccer II for the Genesis. 1 to 4 players with SEGA's Team Player tab get all the cleat-based, field-tearing action they can handle. Go for amazing saves, astounding 35-yard drives, and awesome headers as you try to tackle the World Championship. Check out your big goals again by watching the instant replay. Hit the field with any of 48 teams, 32 from the 94 season, and 16 from 86 and 90. Publisher: SEGA Sports Players. 1 to 4 with Team PL, IF greater than controller. 3 button, MI. JT plus 5 asterisk select from the 86, 90 or 94 World Championships, or design your own. When it's time for a goalie kick, choose your direction with the D button, and whale with button A. Own World Championship from 32 of the top teams in the world. World Championship Soccer II was designed in Europe where they know soccer, and has the largest sprites of any existing soccer title. No matter what you call it, the world's most popular game is going to get even more popular thanks to SEGA. Vertical bar greater than BJN. MM0 plus GG asterisk T carat TTKPIPR ichig / he nation S MNUKIIMI. When the hull is in the AMU, can head it by hitching button A. Press the D button in the direction you wish the ball to go in. A corner kick is awarded when the team kicks the ball out at play over the end zones. Choose your direction toward the appropriate player and boot it. Kick the ball out or play over the sidelines, and it's time for a throw in. Control the direction with your D button. Go tour the World Championship. We dare ya. Hoi HIIIIS. Use the sliding tackle carefully, as it takes your player out of the flow for a couple of seconds. Make leading passes up the middle with the kick button, and regular pass with the pass button on the outside. When shooting at the goal, come in at an angle for a higher scoring percentage. It's tough to learn to control the direction, but if you can put a header on goal, you stand a greater chance of scoring. 1/ If you want to dominate, go for the South American teams. Look at the team slats before choosing from the team select screen. Did we say ig/if players? Sure did. Just plug into SEGA team player adapters and 8 controllers and choose upsides, and you've got sweat generating 4-on-4 action. Only got 4 folks available to play? No problemo. Just plug in 1 team player and play 2-on-2. Double dribble. The playoff edition has 3 modes of play: exhibition, multiplay, and playoff. Select the playoff mode and choose your team from the 16 available. The first round consists of a best-of-5 series, and the remaining rounds are best of 7. From the semi-final on, you get a password at the game results screen. Double dribble. The playoff edition IIIFTRMUP veteran sports gamers are gonna recognize the name Double Dribble. Konami returns to the court with Double Dribble. Tree playoff edition for the Genesis. This 1 to 8 player count 'em, 8 title features Dr. Naismith's game, in a form far different from anything he would recognize. No peach baskets on poles, just serious slams and death-defying dunks. Take your fast break up the court and drive the round ball into the net. Double Dribble is back. Publisher: Konami. Players: 1 to 8 with TM player, vertical bar T1, controller. 3 button C. When you use a password to get back to your playoff, the next team you're up against changes. Try this to get past the harder teams. Charlotte really has plenty of speed and power. Minnesota is definitely the strongest team. New York has the best defensive ability overall. New Jersey is the most balanced team of the bunch. Washington has the better jumping ability. Headers, bicycle kicks, and striker choices are icon-based, featuring striker the World Cup mascot. World Cup USA 94 has tons of terrific options. Choose from 8 pre-designed team configurations, or design your own with the formation editor. Adjust the glue factor and change how the ball reacts to your foot. With ball traps, instant replays, your choice of field radar, on or off, and the ability to customize your own World Cup, the games have gone multilingual. Select from 8 languages. Choices are fantastic. Want to go simple instead? Just hit start at the striker the World Cup mascot right bracket icons, and you're in the game. Shoot, pass, or chip. Go for a slide, tackle or a block tackle. Try volley, jumping header, diving header, or bicycle kick. Any way you play, it's all soccer. Select your team from 24 nations. 110 June 17, 1994 World Cup comes to USA. UERMUP, unless you are a member of soccer's Elite 24 national teams. You're not gonna be on tree field for the June kickoff. In the US of A, what better way to get into the game than with World Cup USA 94? US Gold brings you great 1-4 player soccer action for the Genesis. Choose from 8. Count them. 8 languages and play it simple, or go for all the strategic decision making. Use the battery backup to save your World Cup in progress. Either way, it's the great game of soccer. Publisher: USC Players. 1-4 team player, controller. Mutton World Cupusish World Cup USDM. Goes portable. The Game Gear version of World Cup USA 94 is truly amazing. The folks at US Gold have managed to pack all the features of the Genesis version into its small cart. Use the same great icon-based control system, choose from 8 languages, and play the whole World Cup round robin itself. The only major change is that this version lets you save your games with a password rather than battery backup. Come on striker, get the bail boy. Approach the goalie from an angle for the best scoring percentage. Fake out the defense by making quick passes from the left to right and vice versa. Select passes in scan mode. Try out new formations to see what works best with your teams. Brazil, Argentina, and Germany are the hottest teams. US ***, J-line/JEM, 1931. Get psyched for summer at Howard Johnson Hotels. Just tell your folks kids go Hojo means you always stay free when you stay with them, and you'll get to play Sega Game Gear free. Plus you'll get free fun packs jam-packed with great stuff from Sega. See you at Hojo this summer. Call 1-800-LGO-HOJO for reservations. Howard Johnson, % valid 5/27/94 Thresh, 9/5/94. Comfortable landmark plazas, hotels, Park Square Inns, lodges. Hojo and Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog and Game Gear are trademarks of Sega. 1994 Sega. All rights reserved. 1994 Howard Johnson Franchise Systems, HFT. HU Big Rhinoceros. Animals are the name of the game in this month's Viz Kids. Get the lowdown on 5 ferociously fun titles with animal heroes, animal facts, and animal sounds. How did the Bernstein Bears get stuck in this cold, dark cave? In Bernstein Bears Camping Adventure, Sega sets everyone's favorite grizzlies loose in the woods. When brother and sister bear get lost, they have to battle a forest full of wild animals to find their way back. Saddlebach Graphics. My paint is packed with cool animal drawings and other pictures too, for you to color in, listen to and learn about. Paint a wolf green, then listen to it snap and snarl. What band is the absolute hip in a state? What food makes VOURLUNCHWORTHWHIETELLUS? Your favorite games, charades, TV stars, songs. Whatever, just send us a list of your 6 off your faves, and you could be featured in Viz Kids. Be sure to include your name and address. Ruar. Your drawings are talking back at you on. If live action wildlife you're after, unleash 200 crazy zoo creatures on your Sega CD with the animals. This exhibit is chock full of photos, movies, and sound recordings of every single creature in the San Diego Zoo, and for beasts you won't find in any zoo. Check out A Dinosaur's Tate. This action game from High Tech Expressions stars all your prehistoric pals from the hit movie We're Back. In Tato's Rainbow Islands, you've got to rescue your brother by zapping rainbows at birds, cars, and other enemies. Vertical bar. Okay, so this one's not really about animals, but check it out anyway. Right bracket. Paw through Viz Kids for the scoop on all these great games. They're anything but tame. This hyena lust laughing, or does he want to eat you for lunch? Fire Perry address unknown. FPI1 A Dinosaur's Tail. Got brains. You've got brawn. You've got really bad. You're one toothy T-Rex, and you've got to help your rehistoric pals make it in today's Big Apple. Can you handle it? For your nearest store location, or to order, call 1-800-447-6543. Mail $5 rebate on A Dinosaur's Tale for Sega, Genesis, Hitfmysera, original coupon with name, and editor A Dinosaur's Tale S5 rebate, PO. B from June 1, 1994 111, it, Kiwi. IV greater than less than IIA. Tutor groups, CI. The Bernstein Beats are camping out on a Sega machine near you. Sayo Evklnuilwa and asterisk F roller Jajton Sitsiv CFC. Wild pack your fishing rod and your picnic basket. You're going camping with the Bernstein Bears Camping Adventure, a rip-roarin' Genesis adventure from Sega. Mama and Papa figure the family will just hibernate for a while. But when Brother Bear and Sister Bear wander off in the woods, you've got to help them find their way back. 5 levels of great graphics and catchy tunes stand between the Bear Kids and Camp Sweet Camp. Publisher V. Players. Lord to going on a bear hunt. These little cubs get into a awful lot of trouble. They swim after eating, climb high cliffs, and get really lost. The trail back to the cozy campfire takes them through fishing streams, a diamond cave, a honey orchard, and a butterfly hike. There's plenty of picnic food for a hungry bear cub. Trouble is, there's also a wild kingdom of mountain lions, crocodiles, and other snarly beasts lurking behind every tree. Zap them with your bare bottom bounce for fur-flying fun. The bonus level in the haunted forest is a fright indeed. Creepy rats, vampire bats, and extremely unfriendly ghosts swoop at you from every angle. If that's enough to make your hair or fur stand on end, sound tough. If this goes zillions of wild enemies seem a little unbearable, take along a friend. After all, 2 snouts are better than 1 V greater than equal 114. V \Z T greater than ZYZKDZ, Va 0Z, I1 934 Stan and January Burns Lane. Jeans *57 Magical Islands stand between you and your twin brother. You san my battleship. Lil Bobby Fine Bubby. In Tato's Rainbow Islands, a single-player Genesis adventure, The Wizard of Darkness has separated the twin stars of the arcade hit, Bubble Bobble. Now Bobby must fight and jump his way through 7 islands to rescue his brother, using rainbows to blast enemies, trap them, and reach high places. You get through an island by hopping your way to the top. When you can't reach a platform, just shoot out a rainbow or 2 and walk on up. But watch out. A whole bunch of enemies want to keep you and your brother apart, and just 1 hit will cost you a life. And don't dawdle. If you take too long to finish an island, the tide rushes in and wipes you out. If you do make it to the top, you collect a treasure chest full of goodies. You can take it slow in easy or normal mode, especially when you start with 7 lives. But in mania mode, you could wind up taking a bath before you get anywhere near Bobby's bra. Publisher. Tato controller. 3 buttons stack several rainbows to reach really high places. If you have unlimited, rainbows move quickly. Rainbows dissolve after a couple of seconds. You could go sailing through space or free a trapped enemy if you take too long. Eat any food that you find along the way. Shoot non-stop at the meanest enemies. It takes more than 1 rainbow to get rid of them. Jump to the next platform when you've climbed to the top of a rainbow. Otherwise you could slide back down the other side. Viscios. Y, ZKLDZ, V/Z caret 0Z. V2 less than N5J, TSM /I, ampersand caret T.J. Choose from 10 coloring, boost filled H20. Cool pictures help your younger brother or sister learn to read with the alphabet coloring boo. Yomu, pointed L asterisk this at you've never heard your drawings talk back to you or seen them move. But now Saddleback Graphics, my paint brings your artwork to life on the Sega CD. If S filled with more than 200 drawings, for you to color in, learn about, and listen to my paint, has more sound effects than any other CD. You can even create a drawing, with characters, animals, and objects that move. This CD goes way beyond crayons and paper. So how do you create these roaring, wiggling works of art? First you pick one of 10 coloring books with themes like the rainforest and dinosaurs. Then you select a drawing, like a brontosaurus munching lunch, and color it in. Add a few stickers to your masterpiece. Some of them move, like the fluttering butterfly and the leaping flames, and some you just color in. Then you can click on the moving lips to hear all about your painting, or use the Explore Sounds tool to hear the beast in its own words. Click on the Flashing Colors tool to make the colors in your drawing glimmer on and off like on MTV Video, and you've got a walking, talking, hip-hopping dino show. Future Van Goghs will have fun with the freehand mode. You can draw perfect lines, squares, and circles, or just wing it and create your own shapes and squiggles with the paintbrush tool. Serious video artists will probably want to use the Mega Mouse in freehand mode, whether you start from scratch or jazz up a coloring book picture. My paint makes your drawings way cool. SCI. Jilly 19 saw VW MWW. The music in the Rainforest coloring book is by Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead. If you place the Explore Sounds tool over San Francisco in the US map, it says Sega. Over La, it says Saddleback Graphics. Anywhere else, it says United States of America. The eraser gets rid of your entire painting. The Oops guy erases your last brush stroke asterisk. Paint your brother and put a crawling lizard in his hair asterisk. Surprise yourself with a mystery picture by clicking on the present icon. Asterisk when you're placing a sticker on a painting, you can rotate it with the C button. Creating a masterpiece. First color apparel gorillas. J&B, then dress them up with stickers. R.uvu.v14, at a full moon, and you've got a picture worth framing. Warning. The Sega So lasts off. Get ready for the Cherry Coke / Sega Sonic Shuttle, coming to your Cherry Coke, and exciting prizes. You'll also get to play the latest Sega Atlanta, Baltimore, Boston, Chicago, Dallas, Denver, Louisville, Miami, Milwaukee, New Orleans, Richmond Street, Lewis, Salt Lake City, San Francisco / Oakland. Cherry Coke / Nick Shuttle. This summer F1 neighborhood this /IDEO games featuring Get Chairfled with free 1994 summer tour. Grand Rapids / Lansing, Hartford, Houston, Indianapolis, New York, Norfolk, Orlando, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Seattle, Syracuse / Albany, and Washington, D.C. VizKids, a week so on your CD read Polynoah's work. More than 200 animals have just crawled into your Sega CD. The animals, from the software Toolworks, features photos and descriptions of every single animal in the San Diego Zoo. It's also full of movies, sound recordings, and fun projects that you can do at home. No, there aren't any pictures of your dog or cat, but can you think of a single wild creature that's not included on this CD? If yes, pretty tough. Publisher. The software Tool Players. 1 controller. 3 button The Call of the Wild. Sure, this is a massive collection, but it's easy to look up the animal you're interested in. Just use the library and search tools. Go to the library to watch a film of an elephant getting his toenails cleaned, listen to a gray wolf howl, or find out what black rhinos like to eat. Want to learn about oil, your pet pooch's wild relatives? Just click on Search Tahitian Blue Lorry and choose Dog to see exhibits on the African hunting dog, the coyote, the dhole, and several wolves and hyenas. Who knew Fido had so many cousins? You can also take guided tours of zoo exhibits, like the nursery, the primate house, and the aviary where the birds, Hamadryas baboon, are. With all this fun animal info to play with, you'll be an expert the next time you go on a safari. Or Toth Zoo. Start your tour with the Inside the Zoo exhibit. Check out the kids section of the main map for fun activities and amazing animal facts. Freak your parents out by taking a sound tour of the animal kingdom. Just go to the library and choose Animal Sounds *. Find out what the animal world is up to while you're asleep by choosing tours from the main map, then choosing night animals. Call your brother a baby-colored peccary. Condor hatching. VLZKLDZ, VLZKOZ, VLZKLDZ, Viz***. Esmtold Thessandikos presents Raleigh R caret DDIII, IINRM greater than IE, INJIANCTI, feeling territorial, want to explore a particular part of the world. The animals features exhibits of 9 regions, like the tropical rainforest. You can learn about more than 50 animals that live there, like these guys. Sumatran rhinoceros up close and personal. Check out your favorite beast from every angle. Just select it from the exhibit list for a collection of photographs, films, sound recordings, facts, and even folk tales. These are only some of the featured snapshots of the African pygmy hippo. VooKids, VLZ*IDZ. VZKLDZL 415. Wishing hubbies. You can purchase a balloon that makes you temporarily invincible. But don't get too confident. You still must avoid long falls and dino hits. Go nick up skateboarding with Rex to escape the police and New York FCOOK, who's back. In A Dinosaur's Tale, a Genesis adventure from high tech, you join Elsa, Rex, Woog, and all your Jurassic pals from the hit movie We Are A Dinosaur's Story. Ride and fly with them through the sights of New York. Just don't let the devious Professor Scries catch you. You play as either Louis or Cecilia. Your adventures begin when you must rescue both your playmate and a family of confused dinos who find themselves in modern-day New York. Dodge nasty pigeons while flying through Central Park with Elsa, sidestep bayonets and flags in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and avoid speeding cars as you skateboard with Rex through the city's busy streets. Most of all, watch out for Professor Scries, who's scheming to enslave your dinosaur friends in his creepy circus. Defeat him, and everyone's home free. Power-ups make your adventures a little easier. Pick up wishing bubbles by squashing enemies and steering skillfully. Once you've collected a few, trade them in for helpful items, like magic sneakers, a boomerang, and a balloon that makes you invincible to enemies. Though if it's possible to get through each level without these pick moves, they sure come in handy when your power is low or a boss is nearby. Use them wisely. Wishing bubbles carry over to new lives, but any bonus items you've bought disappear if you lose a life. Publisher, Hi Teddy Expressions Peers. Controller. 3 burn * red sneakers are more powerful than blue sneakers. * fish can knock you off your rocky. Steer clear of them *, a pool softer. You're landing in the circus tent, but don't linger * don't get Louis to the bosses. Hey Nuak and use your special weapons. The most expensive wishing bubble purchase isn't always the most valuable. An invincible balloon won't save you from a fall, but power-up sneakers might give you the height you need. Avoid these surly pigeons when you're hanging on Elsa's back. Press start to see the available power-ups and the number of wishing bubbles each costs. Press button below, make a trade 122. Memton/Yikn word Qpusum 0% only, 1 World Cup only, 1 officially licensed World Cup soccer video game. This is the one. The one with all 24 World Qpusa 94 teams. The one with the official mascot. World Cup USA 94 brings the world's largest single sport event to the United States. Now you can kick off against all 24 finalist teams for the 1994 World Cup battery. Backup * allows you to save customized options and continue tournament play where you left off. With all the options, this game is easy enough for the beginner or challenging for the expert. Choose from your roster DF players to substitute when one of your team members is injured. We're waiting ... for your hottest hints, coolest tips, awesome scores, radical cartoons, Sonic sightings, customized ratings, and secret codes so we can print them and look good. You'll look good too if your stuff gets printed, cause you'll get a free exclusive Sega Visionaries t-shirt. As a matter of fact, there's absolutely no other way to get a Sega Visionaries t-shirt, so what are you waiting for, huh? Soy excitings bums * 1 guest orzer. Man David game on from Flandes Reluki guest artist, and when we say Bnan's lucky, we really in it. The first time Bnan played /OE Fatana football on his Genesis, his television smoked literally. His keys house. Luch * 2y, apredy, igwam carat isntalent chekichan southeast, usta, 8 less than, or effect. We thought we'd seen everything, until these Sonic sightings showed up. To jam ampersandurl 2. Rutan manut mi lubi pupuiovu ft1 nomas, ky these codes x to lam burl 2 level, fought the Genesis give you most of laments the great fun capotumus, favorite tilings available up to that point in the game. The code fit level 15 Hazel off Lamonl's stuff, except his lumpy pitlow, which you find on Rosen Road Level 5, and it also gives you left bracket out lives. Bobanbria Namarel Tivas Pa code MAW, 2E1F5QK, 8XVYW, 2Z1Q4F11, 6RAALEF1, 88H6 NAILXF6NZXLHNL1Q. Ray, * the USU, customized J semming us, vein, could PICKAJFT JJ you name I, nhust fast print, you know V winnerm flashback Genesis. Tilda Sonic 3, GEESIS, CZT7R * 1.11700, mem.ba m.mili JSSSSSBSSR, Splatter * 111, H. Enteritogs, *KMUTANTANDBEATTEBOSS Dialogue it should say level. Keep presence ATD greater than EENSAN LUSOTES RXS THENVOU GPTOSTAGE Shane Dignan Livonia ML it looks start Sinialton Star Serevni LSCODE ORSTW TE GAN CHASECLOW.Tintolkvrenenslumpiaku Snida code for .thefrito level kudsari level adel stinking dridzertmer stinking woodboozy dnnk perilous tokwio great frozen orb. Zouch DC Ravenna, O'Hare off se pos voidsfaten.fe impisto stories /and for Sega Genesis. Level code 28BZO 0000 00D2XS 38C0000 4DDID 4XB48C 1000BRM 012XQ 58F200 0HXSI 22XF Niwantesia Thardius chained in second row LASTLEDER W 4EZ X for normal Y for hard. Wade Rockford N I*ampersand K\X 1058 Leaden $59.99 1046 Homeland 59.99 1056 Jurassic Park 59.99 1353 Landstoker Iwa 1068 Ren ampersand Slimpy 59.9 Disney's Aladdin Genesis Disney's Wondrous Tale or Adventure and in Sega Genesis. In as Aladdin slashes his eye hordes of thieves, squats, giant scorpions, and more. Explore magical, last-paced levels, including brilliant bonus rounds and puzzling game twists. £1,058 $59.99 1043 Tonkinri 2 59.99 1057 X-Men 59.99 1534 Barney 59.99 1045 Batman Returns New 37.99 1228 Boxing's Greatest Heavyweights 64.99 1073 Cool Spot 60.49 1050 Dinosaurs for Hire 54.99 1706 Doctor Roboffen looks mean beyond machine 54.99 1002 Close RR Ghosts 32.50 1035 Green Dog 48.25 1077 Gunster Heroes 54.99 1215 Hoye Field Boxing Hue 34.99 1067 McDonald Land 59.99 1303 Fantasy SLNR 381.50 1076 Reindeer X 54.99 1312 Shining Farce 64.99 1310 Shining in the Darkness 5B.25 1016 Spider-Man 5B.25 1019 Streets of Rage 5B.25 1302 Sword of Vermilion 5B.25 1224 Wimbledon Tennis 59.99 1070 World of Illusion W/Mick Mouse 54.99 17056 Inluminescer Software 39.9s 1203 Arnold Palmer Golf 32.50 1060 Biohazard Bottle 32.00 1207 California Games 53.25 1214 David Rohanson Sup Cuthall 59.95 1074 X Mutants 32.00 1120 G-Lock 54.99 1133 Galaxy 4K 259.95 1209 Joe Montana 2 Football 64.95 1010 Kid Chameleon 59.95 1001 Last Bottle 45.00 1210 Mario Lemieux Hockey 39.99 1211 Lubpa Sports Talk Baseball 69.95 1107 Super Monaco Grand Prix 1 32.50 1101 Super Thunderblade 39.99 1034 Tailspin 49.99 1032 Tasmania 54.95 1200 Tammy Lasorda Baseball 32.50 1026 Wonderboy in Monster World 59.95 Sega CDI1 order form or call 1-800-USA Sega Home Phone J Daytime Phone vertical bar / pour 1 # item flick Tully SU810 ISL California Resident Sales TAC posted as handling 4.50 to enclosed moke check or money order payable to Sega of America Int. Important. Send all order to Sega of America Inc. J or Massler card accept ATTN. Parts order depth faft ampersand GTFPO box 8B97 expiration Dole Redwood Sitv CA94063 Y /DURFA KHT dot greater than AI A / less than T4401 Batman Returns S54.99 4408 Air the Dolphin 54.99 4410 Final Fight 54.99 4201 Joe Montana NFL Football 64.99 4652 Prince of Persia 51.99 4653 Sherlock Holmes Vol. 254.99 4423 Sylpheed 54.99 4407 Sonic CD 54.99 441 Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin 54.99 4415 Afterburner 354.99 4402 Cabro Command 54.99 4902 INXS Make Your Own Video 54.99 4901 Morky Mark Make Your Own Video 64.99 Game Gear 2416 Batman Returns $37.99 2414 Chalk and 37.99 2442 Desert Speed Trap, starring Roadrunner 39.99 2404 Donald Duck, Deep Duck Trouble 40.95 2516 Arrow Eye Dolphin, 44.99 2421 Shinobi 237.99 2408 Sonic Eye Hedgehog, 44.99 2417 Streets of Orange New 24.99 2510 Surflin Yaz 37.99 2317 Chess Mozzler 36.95 2305 Dragon Crystal 19.99 2429 Green Dog 37.77 2431 Lemmings 32.00 2315 Slider 36.95 2316 Solitaire Poker 31.95 2434 Tom Ampersand Jerry 37.99 2430 Chalk Rock 32.00 2301 G-Lock 36.95 2306 Psychic World 31.95 2302 Revenge of Dranton 25.00 2515 Sonic Chaos 39.99 Cancel Asterisk 1627 6 Bolton Code Slick S54.99 1653 6 Button Control Pad 2299 1659 Activator 94.99 1629 Remote Arcade Pod Extra Pod 20.99 1628 Remote Arcade System, 4199 1606 Control Pad Extension Cord, 10.99 1650 Genesis Control, Pod 1799 1645 Megamouse 39.99 1658 Miniature Waffle 6-in-1 Software, 59.99 Echo the Dolphin Sega CD, A Vast Seal Discovery, and Danger. Light is a surging tide of adventure Tour Echo. A powerful young dolphin. Explore more than 30 levels and dive through incredible lull motion sea animations. Submerge yourself in Oskund by Virtual Audio. With stereo hookup, you will be surrounded in waves of 3D sound. #44dbsw.99 Genesis Model MK1000 601 1602 AC Adapter C0.99 1603 Rifswilk Box 10.99 1605 Mono AV Cable 10.99 Genesis Model MK1000 631 2103 New AC Adapter C 4.99 163 Nerf Switch Unit 11.99 1634, new Mono AV Cable, 10.99 1635, new Stereo AV Cable Game Gear, 21.99 2103 AC Adapter S14.99 6369 Battery, covers set 2.00. 2115 Core Cigarette Lighter Adapter, 21.99 2140 Cleaning, GR 10.99 2124 Deluxe Carry, all 28.99 2118 Rechargeable Battery Pack, without AC 39.99 2141, Super with Gear 21.99 2125, Horsear Case 14.99, Sonic Chaos Game Gear Sonic the Hedgehog, and Tails hit Hypersneery in this portable adventure. Race through 6 zones and ib levels, at dizzying, high-velocity conquest, including Scrap Iron Mountain, Aquaplanet, Metal Island, and the Atomic Egg Zone. With adjustable difficulty and the ability to play as Sonic or Tails, you'll go Super Sneed with Super Analude.tf 2515S39.99. Bunch of NK again. LLH Rico. CRAT***0 Adrenaline Junkie. You are admitted. That's why you've been waiting for Virtua Racing on Genesis. Well, it's HHFPWHI of the arcade game. All it took was a quantum leap in processing speed. That's where a vertical bar featuring SSI tech holds SV2 chip comes in. Luckily, you don't have to understand the technology to IWT5 RYR. Greater than referee less than 3 carat P carat greater than OJRJKJB Field 1A race from 4 different PR the driver's seat. Switch views on the fly. Kick your best friend S booty right in front of his BD Little Eyes RL. GDV. Hi, there are 3 different I. Beginner, Medi El Ethlu.